Ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime and go time. Episode number 371 live here at the late night place to be at the most must-see show on Twitch TV. We are the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period. We are the Archerverse TV, and welcome to a very special event tonight. We have an Archerverse World Unified Television Championship Gold Rush Tournament. It is going to be a fire tournament. Waiting until you see the star-studded cast we have that are going to be kicking things off in that tournament. The quarterfinals, the entire tournament is going to be absolute fire, and it is under First Blood rule set. So it is going to be an interesting evening. Of course, we're going to set the tone for the evening with a fatal four-way eliminator. And look at the villains in this matchup. We have Chris Jericho, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the one Elijah Archer, and of course the People's Champion, The Rock. He is also the YouTube Internet Wrestling Grand Prix Champion, and he's going to be putting that title on the line tonight because, as promised, from now on, for special events, we will start things off with a YouTube Development League matchup. Tonight, Archer attempts to one-up Chris Jericho. Of course, Chris Jericho beat The Rock and Stone Cold in the same night. We heard it for years. Archer is tired of hearing it. He's going to beat all three, or at least that's his plan. We'll see if that comes to fruition. I highly doubt it, but we'll see. It's an interesting matchup. Bucket Phenom! I can see you. Your name says Bucket Phenom. Somebody AKO Bucket Phenom so he knows we can see him. Ghastly, how dare you. But anyways, it is going to be a fire evening. We have the dirt sheets we've got between the ropes, and of course, to accomplish all of that, I do need my co-host. Let's invite the co-host with the most on to the broadcast from Team Boss Apollo and Team One Woozy TV. It is Woozy and Boss Apollo. Welcome to episode number 371, guys. What's crack-a-lackin'? What's new and exciting? What's going on? It's down.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today?
Howdy.
Christian Cool invading the chat room from work, I assume, because it is Monday. Currently working, yeah. I was just saying, likely lurking from worky, because it is Monday and it is only 10:30. So, but anyways, yeah. What's going on? What's new and exciting? You guys do anything interesting today?
We just played some GTA today, played some wrestling, played some football.
GTA, wrestling, football. Sounds like a sport-filled afternoon.
It was.
I just played some wrestling, then went to my mother-in-law's house. They made some steak and macaroni and some Caesar salad and some baked potatoes.
Just going to be one moment. My mini-she is having a bit of an issue, so I shall be right back.
Alright.
Yeah, went to my mother-in-law's house. They made some dinner, a Monday dinner. Made some steak, some cheesy macaroni, some Caesar salad. What else they had? Oh yeah, baked potato. It was pretty delicious.
It sounds delicious, minus the salad.
You silly, man. You said minus the salad. You said everything was delicious. I don't know about the salad, though.
The salad can go fix itself.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Yeah. So, but anyways, yes, you played some GTA. You played some Madden football. And some wrestling. How'd that go?
It was a very eventful day today.
Very eventful day. Do tell.
A friend I had for a year decided to be a flat-out jackass.
Right.
Saying that that's the league I am currently in. That this is his league, and what I say doesn't matter. When clearly he hasn't been here for the whole damn thing, just for matches. making no big decisions, but still says that he has the power to do whatever the hell he wants.
It's kind of weird people behave like that online still to this day. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Trolling and bullying. It's just a weird thing. But so what else happened?
So then me and my general manager goes into a different party, and we ask everyone there about who the owner is, and they all clearly say I'm the owner of the league.
Right.
And the other guy who's like, they're like, who the fuck is he? we consider you the owner, not him.
Yeah.
Everyone said that same exact thing.
Well, it sounds like the other guy is fooked, to put it mildly.
My general manager has been there with me through thick and thin.
So what are you guys gonna do about? Are you gonna remove him, or can you?
He's already been removed.
He was already removed. Nice.
Yeah.
Well, take that. That's what he gets. But I mean, if you're gonna behave like that, right? Leo the King in the house. The public enemy is here. What's going on, Leo?
How's it going, Leo? Yeah. So that was my day. That was the thing I had to deal with today.
Yeah, that's strange. It's strange that people behave like that. To be fair, like
and
I don't know.
The guy that was kicked today is I've known him for almost a year, and he's never been like this.
Like what caused the situation to arise? Like how did that become a thing?
Basically, I see about 3 weeks ago, he was asked to be booked in a match.
Right.
He requested a match. He never did the match. Because he got busy or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But then he goes silent. So then he comes back today like nothing ever happened.
Right.
And then I say about 2 months ago, he tells me that every rule I have made for the league is flat out bullshit. That I don't do anything for this league. I just show up and do what the hell I want, and wherever I say it goes. So that set me off too.
Wow. All right then.
Yeah.
So, Leo, we are great tonight. How you doing?
Titan G, what's up, Titan G?
Bucket Phenom says, I'll redeem a mid-card title shot if I hit 7-0. Yes, man oh man, is Tyler Bronco ever smoking hot over in the U2 Development League. I don't know if anybody's been paying attention. He's 3-0 since we threw him to the Wolves in the first stream preview. And tonight, or earlier today actually, he actually defeated Kane, the Big Red Machine Kane. It was a fantastic matchup. So Tyler Bronco on fire right now.
Hey Leo, can you get my message? I text you on Discord.
Text you on Discord. So, that said, you see anything interesting today in the dirt sheets at all, Woos?
Let's see
I see a
here.
couple things.
I do. This was posted 2 hours ago.
Okay.
Toxic Attraction out of WWE Women's Tag Team Tournament after Gigi Dolan's injury.
Really? Oh, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So who did they replace them with? Where does it say?
It was posted today by Dork Sam. The WWE Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament has lost one of the top contending teams. WWE announced Monday that Toxic Attraction is out of the tournament because of injury to Gigi Dolan. Dolan and Jacy Jane made their debut on SmackDown Live last Friday with the first round win over Sonya Deville and Natalia. Toxic Attraction's replacement will be determined by a second chance fatal four-way match on this Friday's episode of SmackDown.
Huh, interesting. Bucket Phenom, I don't do shorts on YouTube. That's actually my mini-she. I don't do shorts. I do not. I mean, I wear shorts. Sometimes.
Alright, you agreed to it, alright, that's good.
So anyways, I was just noticing, now this is from about 15 minutes ago, so this may or may not be a spoiler, but it looks like WWE Raw star kidnapped by Dexter Lumis. And I gotta be honest, I gotta know what that's about, so I'm checking it out. WrestlingNews.co by Angel Arambolas. Dexter Lumis was back on WWE Raw this week, and once again, chaos broke out around ringside. AJ Styles and Bobby Lashley teamed up this week to take on The Miz and Tommaso Ciampa. Late in the match, Lumis appeared in the crowd, and he targeted AJ Styles once again, but police swarmed the area and prevented Lumis from attacking. Lumis was able to get around to the other side of the ringside area, and he choked Miz and dragged him through the crowd and to the concession area, as the announcers wondered what was going on. It appears that Lumis decided to take Miz to send a message to Styles because he was his original target. Lumis is one of several former NXT names that were brought back by Triple H. And that's all it says, but that's pretty funny. He kidnapped The Miz. That's awesome.
And Cole
Wow.
said, good to see Lumis back with Ultrix. He might make a friend again.
WWE SmackDown back over 2 million viewers. Key demo rating increases. The latest edition of WWE Friday Night SmackDown saw ratings rise. The show averaged 2.084 million viewers on Fox, which is up from 1.927 million a week ago, according to Brandon Thurston of WrestleNomics. In all important 18 to 49 demographic, the show did a 0.47 rating, up from the 0.44 rating a week ago. Last week, both the key demo and total viewership were the lowest since the June 10th episode. It should be noted that the show was preempted in some markets due to coverage of NFL preseason games. So here's how it broke down. Viewers 18 to 34 was 0.25. And a week ago it was 0.21. 18 to 49 was 0.47. A week ago it was 0.44. 25 to 54 it was 0.67. A week ago it was 0.56. So that's a big increase for that, and that's a key demo. Female viewers, 18 to 49, 3.7. A week ago, 3.7. Male viewers, 18 to 49, 7.1. A week ago, 6.2. Viewers 50 plus, 3.2. A week ago, 2.9. And then there's a whole bunch of other key demo ratings. So at the end of the day, a lot of extra viewers tuned in and are continuing to tune in with new changes, justifiably slowly this time being implemented. Not too slowly, but they're slowly implementing new changes. You know, they couldn't make a whole bunch of changes at one time. It just wouldn't be right and would freak out stockholders and everything else. So, but they're making changes, and things are looking good.
Okay, so
I found something too.
me too, alright.
Okay.
It's a spoiler. Another former WWE star wrestlers at AEW Dark tapings. Levy Valens, formerly known as No Way Jose, made his All Elite Wrestling debut at the most recent round of AEW Dark tapings. In Florida's Universal Studio, All Elite Wrestling taped 2 episodes of AEW Dark on August 21st. During the second episode, he worked a match. He was used a comedy figure in WWE 2019 marked Fallon's last time he appeared on WWE television, as on April 13th, 2020. He was let go due to firm budget constraints. It doesn't appear Valens has been signed yet, and this might be a tryout.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I guess.
We have potential spoilers for Raw tonight if anybody's interested. I mean, Raw's over now anyways, almost, but... So I guess it really doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah.
Unless people haven't watched it yet. But I don't know. What do you think? Yay or nay?
Why not?
Why not?
Alright, so if it's from about 10 hours ago, Andrew Ravens, WrestlingNews.co, and it says WWE has loaded up the card for tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw that will feature two Hall of Famers, Edge and Trish Stratus, appearing. A third Hall of Famer might appear on the show, as PW Insider reports that Beth Phoenix is in town for Raw. As of this writing, it's unknown if she'll appear on the broadcast or just support her husband Edge. The former WWE champion will wrestle Damian Priest on the show before Edge returned at SummerSlam. There had been speculation that Phoenix would return to join her husband in feuding with Judgment Day, Priest, Finn Balor, and Rhea Ripley. And welcome to the show, Glenola. You're really loud. But welcome to episode number 371.
Hey, Ganola.
Goodness gracious. So yeah, to battle with Judgment Day with Priest, Finn Balor, and of course Rhea Ripley. At one point, Edge and Phoenix were booked for an episode of Raw before SummerSlam, but didn't appear on the show. Previously announced for tonight's Raw includes Stratus making her first appearance on the show since 2019, and Alexa Bliss and Asuka versus Dakota Kai and Io Sky in a WWE Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament semi-final bout. So that's that is the spoiler or potential spoiler for tonight's show. WWE star says he will no longer tone himself down to be marketable. Yeah, it's another WrestlingNews.co, Paul Davis. So a WWE star promises the fans we will see more of the real side of him when he appears on TV again. Mustafa Ali said the following on Twitter: I've always found myself toning down who I am to be more marketable, and because of that I find myself trying to find myself. I'm Pakistani, I'm Indian, I'm American, I'm Muslim, I'm Mustafa Ali, and I'm going to embrace all of that. Screw being marketable, I'm going to be a message. Ali returned to WWE television in April after being shelved from storylines following a heated argument with Vince McMahon last November. Last fall, Ali began a storyline on SmackDown where he referenced a new America. The storyline was dropped just 1 week. You people choose to cheer for Drew McIntyre, Ali said on the October 29 episode of SmackDown. You choose to root against me, and the only reason you choose to root against me is because my name is Mustafa Ali. Ali later said the following on Twitter about the scrap storyline. A few weeks ago, I made a statement that some deemed controversial. My intentions were to bring a beautiful vision to life. And unfortunately, for reasons beyond my control, I won't be able to make that vision a reality, but I can share with you what could have been. Fightful reported that Ali was asked by Vince McMahon to do something that Mustafa Ali would never have done. It's unclear what this pitch was, but this was said to be the catalyst for the heated argument in January. Ali reiterated that he wanted his release to be granted. Ali hasn't done much since being brought back to Raw in April, but he has had some great matches on main event with names such as T-Bar and Finn Balor. He recently teamed with Cedric Alexander against Ciampa and The Miz. Fans on social media have taken notice, and it now looks like he has been given the green light to be himself on WWE TV. And it says we can check out his tweet below, but we're not going to do that, are we? Because you can't see it. Just like John Cena, you can't see it.
I got something right here from Instinctual Sports.
It's not crabs, is it? I hope it's not crabs. I do not want that. Keep that shit out of the broadcast booth.
And from Essential Sports, from Reader's Tuma, whatever his last name is, it said 4-time WWE champion shoots at Brock Lesnar for ending the Undertaker streak. This was posted August 19th, 2022 at 2 p.m. It says, Brock Lesnar did something unexpected. The fans of the Undertaker were watching it in the unexpected moment, being another plus one of his streaks. But recently, the Hall of Famer superstar called.
Hold on 1 second. I just want to address Bucket Phenom just said something there. Bucket Phenom, a 4-man elimination for the YouTube International Championship. I could do that as a YouTube developmental matchup. As this is one of our live shows, we don't have random matches. I know you're still kind of new to the Archiverse, figuring things out. I'm surprised somebody else didn't say something. Actually, they normally do. But yeah, we don't do random matches on our shows. Sorry about that, boss. I
wasn't paying attention to the chat. But hello, everybody.
What's going on, buddy? Welcome in, Glenoa. When you first came in, like it was like you were on volume 1000.
Well, what it was, I actually had, of course, the mic was on the headset, but I had the output to the TV.
Oh!
I had forgotten that I had.
How dare you blast our eardrums out?
And I wasn't hearing anything because I thought I'd muted the TV, but...
Nice. Yeah, we heard it.
Yep.
Yeah, specifically us on the broadcast booth. But,
sorry
yeah.
about that.
But yeah, how was your day?
Well, not too bad. Actually, almost missed the broadcast because I was going to be asleep.
Oh, you almost passed out?
And then I was actually asleep. I was right at that perfect stage where you're just right there.
Yep.
And my intercom rang from upstairs. My parents came home earlier than expected.
Nice.
Instead of coming Wednesday, they came home tonight.
Oh wow! Wow!
So
surprise!
Like, yeah, So I was up there working on my mom's computer, and that's when I messaged you saying I'd try to stop the broadcast. He was like, "Yep, I'm not getting back to sleep."
He had to delete all the search history because he was watching midget porn again with Christian Cool. That's what it is.
My mom's laptop has a lot of issues with speed and.
Oh yeah. Well, most laptops do.
Yeah.
You know, even gaming laptops, they're not as good as a PC still. But
yeah, I downloaded.
They will be eventually.
Program, to help clean stuff up and everything, and.
Aha!
She was using
See?
77%.
I was right. Life is great!
But she's using 77% of her RAM.
Santa Claus.
I agree with that. He said former superstar took shots at the Beast, losing or breaking the Undertaker streak. Rated R Superstar Edge think Lesnar should have agreed on the idea of breaking the streak. While talking on ESPN, Edge revealed that before Brock, they offered the opportunities to break the streak of Undertaker to him, but he refused.
Yeah.
I was asked, what do you think about ending the streak? He said, I said no. Admittedly, I do not think it should ever be broken.
No.
And final WrestleMania, and then
it shouldn't have been.
Yep.
There was
My understanding is it wasn't Brock's idea. It wasn't that he wanted to be the one to do it, from what I've heard.
No.
Yeah, I agree with that. They should have ended his streak. They should make him retire as one of the legends of the game.
And Edge is right. You normally have opportunity to turn things down, but from what I understand, the finish of the match wasn't even presented him until the day of WrestleMania. So he was put on the spot. The Undertaker knew, and obviously Vince knew, but Brock did not know. And I believe Brock said he wasn't really okay with it when he was first presented, but Undertaker was on board with it, and so was Vince. So he just ended up going with it. But I can understand why Edge would turn it down. I would turn it down too.
Yeah,
I would have mixed feelings myself.
Yeah. It'd
be a hell of an opportunity, you know.
Well, look what it did for Roman Reigns. Now he didn't beat the streak, but you know.
Yeah. But yeah, we've discussed it before, Archer. Yeah, I actually had a whole mental idea of how to go about it.
Yeah.
And bring it, just to bring that new generation to,
Life is Trish Stratus.
Nice.
Let's see who I am.
That means I won't get Trish Stratus tonight. I appreciate that, Life.
I'm Mick Foley.
Actually, I've seen it double up with people, so you still could.
Ooh, booyah! I got the Rated R Superstar. Yeah, baby. No Trish Stratus for me. Ooh, Xavier Woods, nice.
So,
Leo the King is Lita. Leo is Lita. Way to go, Leo.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
And Archer, you have had Tori Wilson, so.
Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, I don't think the streak should have ever been broken. There's no reason it needed to be broken. He has lost at other pay-per-views. He has, won championships, lost them, and that was the one claim to fame he had. There was no reason to break it. And that became like a pinnacle part of WrestleMania.
Yep, it did.
People never forgave that, People never forgave that. People still talk about it to this day. I mean, I know very few people that think the streak should have been broken.
I agree. I don't think it should have been broken either.
No.
I didn't agree. I was mad. When they ended this streak, I was mad.
Because he wasn't going to retire as a champion. He's not going to retire undefeated, but he can certainly retire with his streak intact for WrestleMania. And it's just a shame. But
well, I'll go ahead and Archer knows this idea I had, and it involved Bray Wyatt.
I'll be right back. I just have to deal with an issue.
Take Bray under his arm, build up this monster, and then the monster takes out the Undertaker and becomes the new Dead Man.
I'm Trish Stratus.
Told you it doubles up.
It's funny because you just said that.
But
I think it'll be one.
But basically a passing of the torch, so to speak, to something like that would have worked out beautifully, and I think the fans would have been behind it. But the way it was done, I agree, was not done well.
It was not, no.
Sure wasn't.
all right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
You good, Archer.
The mini she is a little rambunctious tonight.
Hey, Archer, it's too.
She's hyped up because it is showtime. Yo, Blind Locksmith, what's going on, TBS?
Hey, Lock. So, I got a thing here saying Jeff Jarrett no longer working for WWE.
Really? That was a short stint. I was actually hoping that would lead to, something else. Like what? What does it say?
It says here, WWE Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett is no longer the company's senior vice president of live events. According to PW Insider, Double finished up with his duties this Friday and will be moving on. He was hired back in 2019 as a producer. He also appeared in that year's Royal Rumble matchup. By March, he was shifted to the senior vice president position. Aside from his work in WWE over the last 3 years, Jarrett competed for GCW and also launched a successful podcast with Conrad Thompson. The belief is that Jarrett will address the situation on his next episode. That's all it says.
Wow, that's wild.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything, boss?
I had some out here. Did I find it? It said something about Roman Reigns was going to lose his title at the castle against Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Every time there's been something said about the Clash of the Castle, the upcoming Clash of the Castle, it's all they always say. You ever notice they've been saying title? They're not saying titles. So are they going to split the titles up here? Or is this just a way to get us overthinking and really Roman Reigns is just walking out with the title anyway?
Yeah, 'cause I think
I mean, the Usos will probably be there. The Usos are probably going to help him retain that for a while, at some point. And they need to, because they could lead to something later, right? If they're helping Roman Reigns constantly later on, they could be like, you wouldn't still be champion with that. They could finally turn on Roman Reigns. Like, there's a whole lot they could do with the bloodline.
It really is, but they just won't do the fucking push. They won't push on that shit. They're gonna figure out why the hell they won't do it. I think they should have betrayed Roman a long time ago.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the tribal chief, doesn't need cronies hanging around all the time, you would think.
Nope. He's got himself and he's got Paul. You don't need nobody else.
See something here about WWE star leaves Twitter after claims made about Ruby Soho's release/firing. Did you see anything about that?
I did not know.
Well, let's have a look-see, shall we? So it's another Andrew Ravens article, WrestlingNews.co. So Shotzi was recently trending on Twitter after she suggested that Liv Morgan got her former Riot Squad stablemate and good friend Ruby Soho fired from WWE. Shotzi also called out Morgan for faking an injury, which is true, as she has been sporting an arm brace since her SummerSlam match with Ronda Rousey, where she retained the SmackDown Women's title. The injury is purely a storyline. My arm may not be 100%, but I'm ready for Shayna. Stop the act, you're not hurt. You only live once. So that's her Twitter shit. Shotzi wrote in response to a tweet, this exchange was meant to be in character and hyping their match on Friday's SmackDown. Things might have gotten out of hand when Shotzi blamed Morgan for Soho getting released by WWE in 2021. Is this what you read after you got Ruby fired? Shotzi wrote. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty, that's definitely firing some shots, isn't it? That's pretty blatant.
Basically, yeah.
Morgan defeated Shotzi on SmackDown. Shotzi has since deleted her Twitter account. The SmackDown star previously deleted the account in July after receiving criticism from fans for making mistakes in the Women's Money in the Bank pay-per-view event. Soho was let go by WWE among several other stars due to budget cuts, quote-unquote. Following her WWE departure, Soho joined AEW, where she has been pushed strongly in the women's division. And then she'll be dropped like a ton of bricks, and they won't use her at all. Or, I mean, that's the end of that article. Yeah, I didn't actually say that. That was definitely me.
you just add some extra words in there.
Well, maybe, possibly. Might have done that.
It says here, I found a thing from a few days ago. New Clash of the Castle title match reveal.
Okay, let's have it.
The WWE Intercontinental title match is now official for Clash of the Castle. Tonight's 1200th episode of SmackDown from Montreal saw Sheamus win a fatal
1200th episode.
Yes, that's crazy.
Only at 371, damn it.
with a fatal 5-way to become the new #1 contender to WWE Intercontinental title. The match was also included Happy Corbin, Ricochet, Madcap Moss.
Am I the only one that thinks they need to bring back the original Baron Corbin? Because that's when he was actually good and entertaining, I thought.
Yeah, I would agree.
Me too.
You know, none of this Happy Corbin, King Corbin bullshit. Like, I couldn't believe they, like, just cut his hair and immediately started turning him into an asshat. I was like, what the fuck happened? I mean, he was he can wrestle well, he's a big guy, he's strong.
Yeah, because he had his hair. He was a good wrestler.
Did Vince lose his heart on for big men and get a semi for little men? Like, what happened?
Happy Corbin, King Corbin, General Magic Corbin. I don't like those Corbin at all.
Crazy. No, I don't like any of the body work that Corbin is doing these days at all. It's ghastly, if anything.
Corporate Corbin. I don't like none of them.
All right, what else is going on? Ex-WWE writer blocked controversial Tori Wilson angle. Did you guys see that from 3 hours ago?
I have not seen that.
Oh, I love that real quick.
So this is ringsidenews.com, and it is Andre Porter. So towards the end of the Attitude Era and the beginning of the Ruthless Aggression Era, Brian Gewirtz was a seasoned and respected head writer during his time in WWE. Sometimes he had to shoot down crazy angles, including one involving Tori Wilson. Gewirtz, it's making the media rounds to promote his new book. There's just one problem. He has talked about a proposed angle that involved a naked Tori Wilson and had to kill that idea on the fly. Oh, we almost got a naked Tori Wilson. That would have been better than her edition of Playboy. God damn. What were they thinking? Anyways, then it was basically proposed that through various coverings and sleights of camera that it would be a naked Tori Wilson on camera. That's when I scoffed at the idea and found it to be ludicrous, and the form of disrespect is what prompted the pinch fight heard around the world. This led to a physical fight with Heyman backstage. Gewirtz then mentioned that he and Heyman get along great currently. He also talked about the bloodline, his new book, and other topics. You can check it out. He actually has a podcast on YouTube, so interesting. I mean, I would not have been opposed to naked Tori Wilson. I mean, I feel like I've been ripped off now. You know? I feel like I've been ripped off now. You guys see anything else going on?
I haven't seen anything interesting.
This Triple H may bring back former WWE writer after creative takeover. That's right, because he hasn't fully taken over yet. It's just in the process of. You see that or no?
No, I am not. My phone doesn't update that much.
Okay, so it's another ringsidenews.com, and it is Andre Porter again. So management within WWE has been changing rapidly for the past month. Certain executives within talent relations are either getting fired, released, or promoted. The latest rehire may come as a surprise. According to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful, there is word that WWE is interested in bringing back Ryan Katz. Katz has been a vital part of the NXT team from a creative perspective for nearly 7 years before he was released in January. It says, we've heard that Katz is expected back if he isn't already and had remained close with several in NXT. There were some rumors last month that he could already have been back in the fold. If not, the interest was already there on WWE's end. Katz had been hosting a podcast along with Road Dogg. In addition, Katz appeared in Wrestling Society's X as Fabian Kalin and in TNA as Minion. He also did motion capture for several WWE Raw vs. SmackDown games, appeared as Rosebud, showed up in the Vaudevillains Titantron video, and was a part of Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management skits. It's unknown if Katz will be assigned to Raw or SmackDown or NXT. With his experience during the Black and Gold era of NXT, then the creative knowledge is definitely welcomed. And that's all there is to that. I don't know. I don't see a whole lot of.
There ain't much else going on.
Road Dogg returned too. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Again, ringsidenews.com. This time by Chase Gilmer. In January 2022, WWE Hall of Famer inductee Road Dogg was released from the company. This was done at a time when NXT Black and Gold was being all but demolished. Now it's a much different time in WWE. Since WWE has been taken over by Stephanie McMahon, Nick Khan, and Triple H, a lot of speculation has been around the possibility of Road Dogg rejoining the company. It has now been confirmed by PW Insider that he has joined the company once again. Recently, James suggested that he worked for Tony Khan. In fact, he claimed that he had been begging Khan for a job and demanded to know why he wasn't being hired by AEW. James was the first of many Triple H's inner circle of friends to be let go by the WWE during the releases at the beginning of the year. It also should be noted that James is very close to recently released WWE Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett. It remains to be seen what role James holds in the WWE. His actual title nor his start date have been confirmed. It is to be suspected that he will work closely with Triple H in talent and production roles. And that is the end of that. But I do see one more thing here. I know, which one of you guys are doing a list first, by the way? Glenola, Woozy, or Boss Apollo?
I'll do it first.
You'll go first?
I've already done a list today.
Yeah, we saw the the epic fail list. We saw that. Fail! Ban Hammond.
Fabulously true.
Alright, so this is another Subhajit Mukherjee article with ringsidenews.com. It says Trish Stratus hints at return of a heel character. So Trish Stratus is considered one of the most significant female WWE stars in the history of the company. For many fans and peers, Stratus is a pioneer when it comes to the overall growth of the women's division in WWE. Stratus is also set to appear on Monday Night Raw this week. It will be in Canada, so fans are excited about it. She also took part in recent... Yeah, it's not very far from here. It's about 90 minutes from here. From where I am, actually, currently. But anyways, she also took part in recent WWE live events confronting Bayley while speaking with the Ring the Bell. Trish Stratus made it clear that she is wondering when she might get to play the heel once again. Said, I know who should return, heel Trish. Becky Lynch and we had a little buzz going there before our live event in Toronto, and I got to smack the taste out of her mouth. That was fun. She's a brat, though, I'm just saying. She's fun. Those lines that resonate usually come from a true place. I was very aware of my character and how she was. These things just came naturally to me because that's who she was. That's Trish at the time. Trish has hinted at matches with the likes of Sasha Banks, Britt Baker, and Bayley in recent years. She hasn't wrestled since WWE SummerSlam 2019 in a losing effort to Charlotte Flair. Yeah, and that's basically it for me as far as what I see for interesting dirt sheets. I don't know. What do you guys got? You guys got anything else or no?
Nope. I see nothing.
Yo, Hail King, what's going on? Welcome to episode number 371, my friend. We're actually just about to get the show started, I think. I don't think. So Woozy has nothing else. Boss, do you have anything else dirt sheet related?
Oh, nah. I don't have nothing.
All right. Other question, did anybody open the betting lines?
I did.
You did, okay. So I'm going to be opening the betting line.
There is a silly silly woozy.
Ooh, silly woozy. Well, that's okay because he can do that while I'm getting the betting line open for the first match of the night, and then he can, of course, slip right in. I'm sorry, wait a minute. Woozy, did you say you're doing your list first?
I can, or I can go second. Doesn't make a difference.
You guys virtual arm wrestle. Glenola? Boss Apollo?
I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and do the first one, get mine out of the way.
All right, so we will do that as soon as we get the betting line open and get the first match of the night rocking and rolling. But all right, here we go. Episode number 371 live. Let's go. Fatal four-way for the YouTube Internet Wrestling Grand Prix Championship. And, of course, we have the one Elijah Archer looking to one-up Chris Jericho tonight. He is tired of listening to the Ayatollah of Rock and Roll, the Wizard, the Painmaker, the Le Champion, talking about times when he beat The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the same night. So tonight, Archer is attempting to beat all three of them in the same night. I personally don't think that's going to happen, by the way. Just saying. But he certainly believes it can happen. And he wanted that match to happen, so it is happening right now. I'm going to get the betting lines open in just a moment. And then, of course, it is on to Between the Ropes with Glenola, Boss Apollo, and Woozy. Looks like Glenola's going first this eve. And I didn't. What is going on here? There we go. All right, so give me a moment so I can get the betting line open.
While he works at getting the betting lines open, I'll go ahead and get started here.
All right.
And this list is from ESPN.com.
Nice.
And it's dated August 18th, 2021. And it's written by nobody special, just Jeff Jarrett.
Just Jeff Jarrett. Nobody special.
Nobody special, just Jeff Jarrett.
Right?
WWE Hall of Famer Jeff Jarrett ranks the top 10 wrestlers who played pro football.
Oh, interesting.
And you guys start your...
Yeah, I saw it. I wasn't going to say anything until I was done with my list, and then I was going to break it.
Who got the swear jar?
Me.
Oh. To cheat and just break the swear jar.
Well, that's what I was going to do, but I got to get this list out of the way first. So it kind of screwed it up by telling me.
Fair point.
Could someone ban me for spilling the beans? Thank you.
Who's causing the villainy already? I can't see because I'm still opening the bang line. So who's causing the villainy?
Hit me with it.
TBS already causing villainy. Wow. TBS, we'll send you all to another channel and the broadcast. We'll just watch the rest of the show all by ourselves. You remember that has happened before. I will send you guys to the most boring show ever. I will look until I find one, and then off you go.
And hello, Tiliana. How you doing today? All right, so number one on this list.
Betting lines are open, by the way. So go ahead and make your bets on the match if you wish to put your money, your Archiverse bucks, where your mouth is.
Now, this says nothing about being ranked, so, I kind of miss that in some ways, because then Archer can't tear it apart as bad. But number one on the list, we have Bill Goldberg. Football credentials, he played for Atlanta Falcons, 92 to 94. I'm terrible with
just going to grab myself a drink real quick, be right back.
Nose tackle. Yeah, he played as a nose tackle, 92 to 94. Played in 14 games with one start. So, number two, Roman Reigns. Let's see, football credentials, Edmonton Elks, defensive tackle, 2008, played in 5 games with 3 starts. Number 3, we have Wahoo McDaniel. Played for the Houston Oilers as a right guard, 1960. Denver Broncos linebacker, 1961 to 63. New York Jets linebacker, 64 to 65. Miami Dolphins linebacker, 66 to 68. Played 105 games with 91 starts and 13 interceptions. Number 4, Lex Luger. He played for Montreal Alouettes as an offensive tackle, 79 to 81. Tampa Bay Bandits as outside tackle and outside guard, I'm guessing. OG, I don't know. 1984. Memphis Showboats, OT. So I don't know if he was, I don't know if that's offensive or, outside. No clue. 84 to 85. Jacksonville Bulls, OT in 85. 14 games for the Alouettes, and undetermined amount of games in his USFL career. Ron Simmons played for the Ottawa Rough Riders as a defensive tackle in 81. Tampa Bay Bandits, defensive tackle, 83 to 85. Statistical data not available. Offensive tackle, thanks, cool. A lot of those positions I don't remember them. Been too long since I really followed it close.
How long has it been?
What was that?
How long has it been?
Probably 30 years.
Okay, I'm back. What did I miss?
Well, the first 5 on the list was Bill Goldberg.
Okay.
Roman Reigns.
Okay.
Wahoo McDaniel.
Right.
Lex Luger. And Ron Simmons.
I actually forgot Lex Luger played football.
Yeah, I didn't even know he did, to be honest.
I knew he did,
Simmons
but I had forgotten, though.
But number 6 on the list is Ernie Ladd.
Ernie Ladd was awesome. The refrigerator.
Played for the San Diego Chargers as a defensive tackle, 61 to 65. Houston Oilers, defensive tackle, 66 to 67. Kansas City Chiefs, defensive tackle, 67 to 68. Played in 112 games with 76 starts and registered 33 and a half career sacks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he had a decent career.
I would say so, yeah. But yeah, he was fun to watch, though.
Yeah. Number 7 is one of my favorites. Actually, both in the ring and as a football player. Steve Mongo McMichael.
He was great in WCW, actually.
Oh, yeah. One of the 4 horsemen.
Yeah, he was, yep.
But Chicago Bears defensive tackle, 1980 to 93. Green Bay Packers defensive tackle, 1994. Part of the reason I loved him is he actually played for my favorite team. And actually, in 85, I rooted for him with the Bears until 87.
Nice.
So
the Bears are your favorite team?
For him on 2 seasons. No. Packers. I rooted
the Packers, yeah.
I rooted for the Chicago for a couple of years, and then they got rid of everybody that was any good so that they could get rid of Mike Ditka.
Gotcha.
The owner's husband did not like Mike Ditka. He did not like that Papa Bear House put Ditka in charge. So
Tiliana put $1 on Stone Cold. Big spender, way to go. Yo, Punisher, what's going on? Punisher says 1985 Bears.
Yeah. That was the year I started rooting for Chicago, actually, at the start of the season. And then, like I said, rooted for them through 87 when they got rid of Mike Ditka.
We're lucky Christian Cool's at work right now because he is a football fanatic, and he would just ramble on all night long about it.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that helped me with the offensive tackle for OT. I couldn't remember.
I mean, he likes football more than tuna casserole. It's crazy.
That's saying a lot.
That's saying a lot, right? Santa Claus loves his football. Now, mind you, he probably eats tuna casserole while watching football. I imagine if you tried to touch his plate, he like would bite your hand off or something. I don't know. He says that's a lie. I prefer tuna casserole.
But Mongo played in 213 NFL games, 171 starts, and 95 sacks.
95 sacks.
Yeah. So number 8's another one I didn't realize played pro football. Brian Pillman.
I didn't know that either, actually. I mean, I think I knew he played high school football or something like that because they talked about it one time, but I didn't know he played past that.
He played as a linebacker for the Cincinnati Bengals in 1984. Appeared in 6 games.
Interesting.
All right, number 9, Moose.
Moose, yeah.
Yeah.
That I knew.
Yeah, but he played for Atlanta Falcons as an offensive guard from 2006 to 2009.
Yep.
For the Patriots as an offensive guard, 2010. Indianapolis Colts as an offensive guard, 2011. St. Louis Rams offensive guard, 2012. Played in 62 games with 20 starts.
I'd actually like to see him move over to WWE.
Here's another one that I knew played, I just didn't know who for. And that's Monty Brown.
Oh, yeah.
He played for the Buffalo Bills as a linebacker from 93 to 95. The Patriots as a linebacker in 1996. Played 43 games with 13 starts. 7 of his NFL starts came under Belichick with the 96 AFC champion Patriots.
Wow.
Number 10, I also knew who played. Because I remember him getting in trouble with the NFL because for wanting to wrestle with TNA, and that is Pac-Man Jones.
Pac-Man Jones.
Played for Tennessee Titans as a cornerback from 2005 to 2006. Dallas Cowboys as a cornerback for 2008. The Bengals as a cornerback from 2010 to 2017. And then the Denver Broncos as a cornerback for 2018. 146 games with 104 starts, 17.
Christian Cool says, "Fuck Pac-Man Jones." You see, now that he knows we're talking about football, his ears are wide open.
Oh yeah, 17 interceptions and 5 punt returns for touchdowns.
He's like, ding, 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 it's football time.
He has a couple honorable mentions, and he just lists them by name, with Dick the Bruiser, Kevin Green, Tito Santana, and Steve Dr. Death Williams.
Steve Williams, yep.
So
who did you say right before that? Tito Santana?
I think that's who they said. Let me double check.
Who did Tito Santana play for?
Let me look that up.
Yeah. I mean, that I definitely did not know. Ooh, we're down to 3. Steve Austin just got eliminated.
Well, now we're really good. Cool didn't even know it.
Tito Santana. Yeah, I know, right? I did not know he played football. That's right. Get rid of Jericho. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, he kicked out. He cannot remain in this match.
He signed with the Kansas City Chiefs, but was cut during training camp. And then he played a single season for the BC Lions in the Canadian Football League.
Oh, wow.
Appearing in 13 games.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know.
He played tight end, it looks like.
Did he?
Well,
look at that.
Played in college.
Yeah, I had no idea that he played football at all.
Yeah. He played in college. He went to West Texas State University and played tight end. So.
That's fascinating.
It is fascinating.
Oh, wow. when he was in college, the team, the West Texas State team, was quarterbacked by Tully Blanchard.
Really?
And that's who introduced Tito to wrestling.
Wow. Well, okay. No! Chris Jericho just tapped out the Rock. It is down to Jericho and Archer. Oh, no.
Come on, Archer. You can do this.
Right now he's showboating. He ain't going to be doing nothing showboating.
So now I will do my list.
Okay, what's your list?
It's from ECW. The 5 best and 5 worst champions in the company's history.
Oh, nice. Okay. I mean, okay. Let's do it.
Number 10 is considered best. Shane Douglas.
Yeah, well, they do. I mean, general consensus, they do say he was the best in ECW, but oh, Jesus Christ, he just powerbombed Archer right over the top rope. That was ghastly.
It was. It says here, the man who helped kickstart ECW was also the man who carried it on his shoulders for many years. Shane Douglas beat Stone Cold, beat 2 Cold Scorpio in a...
Yo, Froggy Mothlegs, what's going on, my friend? Welcome into episode number 371. Woozy's just running down a list right now. So welcome in.
Yes, welcome in, Froggy. 2 Cold Scorpio in a tournament to determine the new NWA World Champion. He then called it a dead title from a dead company and announced he was the new ECW champion. Douglas ended up as an ECW World Champion 4 times for a record-breaking 718 days. Okay, this I do not agree with. Worst, Tommy Dreamer.
Well, I mean, in comparison to the other people that held the ECW title, he probably was, though, to be fair. Now, was he a bad champion? No, not really, but in comparison, I mean, some big names had the ECW title, right? So
that is true.
Yeah.
Tommy Dreamer himself said that he should never have ever have been or have won the ECW World title. He was the heart and soul of ECW, the backbone in front of and behind the scenes for cameras. A champion he was not. He claims to fame was rising from a mid-card star to headlining a life on feud with Raven, one he didn't win until the very end. Then Paul Heyman rewarded him with a world title win that lasted mere minutes. WWE gave him a second reign in 09, which is one he never wanted. Number 8 is considered best, and that is the Sandman.
I don't think the Sandman was the best ECW champion, though.
He really wasn't. Was he a 2-time, 3-time? I'm thinking.
I think he was 3-time champion, yeah.
It says here,
Yo, Archer did it! He has now upstaged Y2J Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho beat The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin in the same night. The One has defeated not just The Rock and Stone Cold in one evening, but The Rock, Stone Cold, and Y2J. Archer wins, and he is the new Internet Wrestling Grand Prix champion. Wow. totally didn't think that was going to happen. And I didn't. Did you guys? I mean, come on. And then it came down to Jericho and Archer, and I got real nervous. I was like, no! If he wins, that would have been ghastly. That would have been ghastly. That was awesome. Big win for Elijah Archer. All right, now on to the tournament, and I'll issue the payout for that as well.
It says here, recently the Sandman has watched his reputation start to swirl down the toilet thanks to recent comments about women's wrestling that brought back a lot of less than flattering stories from his past. However, like him or not, he was one of the most popular brawlers in ECW for its entire tenure. The Sandman won the world title from Douglas in the first official title change after the company went out on its own and ended up as a record-breaking 5-time ECW World Champion.
All right, so it is now time for the Archiverse World Unified Television Championship Gold Rush Tournament. Let's have a look, shall we, at the quarterfinals. Look at the villains in this quarterfinal matchups. We have in the first leg, we have from Team Joe Link, the Phenom, Joe Lincoln, taking on Ali Salas, the Pharaoh, the Phantom King. In the second matchup of the quarterfinals, we have Tyler Bronco from Team Buck Phenom, who is currently over in the YouTube Development League on a 3-match winning streak, just beat Kane earlier today. It was a fantastic match. Taking on Johnny Braddock, who is returning with a bit of an edge. He's promised to return an entirely new Johnny Braddock, and apparently Colossus plans to do the same, and they plan to tear through the tag team division. But Braddock says he's going to give everybody a bite in the ass with a little nostalgia tonight. Demolition returns to its old roots, starting with Johnny Braddock's matchup tonight against Tyler Bronco. And then, of course, we have the Soul Man, Jay Simmons, from Team J Negative Gaming, taking on the Iceman, Christian Hart, from Team Christian Cool. And, of course, they are rivals that go way back. And before I forget, of course, Johnny Braddock, a member of Team the Turret Man. In the final matchup, the Legend Killer Chairs taking on the Nightmare Damien. So this tournament is going to be absolute fire. And, of course, the reigning defending champion, the most feared man on any roster, from Team Corona Show, Carino Sinister Farmer, riding the pine, watching to see who his challenger is going to be. So, I will get betting lines open in a moment, and of course, I believe probably Woozy's going to continue his list while I do that.
So number 7 is considered worst, and I would agree with that completely. Vince McMahon is considered worst. It says here, when ECW was in its prime, it prided itself on being everything that WWE wasn't. ECW didn't have cartoony storylines. It took everything to the extreme. Hardcore ECW fans hate everything about WWE and WCW, and they prided themselves on cheering for something different and unique.
Okay, so the betting lines are open. You can now make your bets on the first match of the night. The Phenom, Joe Lincoln from Team Joe Link, taking on Ali Salas, the Phantom King, the Pharaoh from Team Axel Ishtar. Which one of them are going to move on to the semifinals? Don't forget that this entire tournament is being held under the rule set of First Blood rule set. The entire tournament. It is going to be a barn burner, so don't miss a minute of the action. Back to you, Woozy. I'll get the first match started. The betting lines are open. Let's go. First match of the quarterfinals. It is showtime and go time.
But then in 2007, Vince McMahon booked himself to win the ECW World Championship from Bobby Lashley. This ended any dreams fans had in reviving the true spirit of ECW. Number 6 is considered best, and that, my friends, would be considered Raven. It says here Raven was a man who never needed a title to remain with the fans. He made the most significant change of anyone who signed with ECW, ditching his pretty boy gimmick from WWE and WCW and taking on a group look, on a grunge look, and the status of a loner and cult leader. Number 5 is considered worst, and the name is Mikey Whipwreck. It says here, believe it or not, the second world title change in ECW ever after the company became Extreme was when Mikey Whipwreck beat the Sandman for the ECW World title on Hardcore TV on August 31st, 1995. For those who don't know, Whipwreck was someone who was an undersized underdog who went from setting up the ring to winning titles thanks to the training of Mick Foley. Impressive as this may sound, he still never deserved his one world title reign. Number 4 is considered best, and the name is Taz.
This guy is ready for a fight.
I was never really a Taz fan, I'll be honest. He just never did anything for me.
No, me neither.
You know, there was this big hype and big build, especially at the time. When you consider the time period, this hype and this big build and this really cool entrance, and all of a sudden this little guy comes out. And I was like, what, is this his manager? Like, who? All of that hype for this guy? And they pushed him hard too. So.
Oh, I'll tell you, I liked Taz. I really did. In the ring. As an announcer, I wasn't a big fan.
See, I liked him better as an announcer.
But yeah, in the ring, I loved watching him in the ring, and he was small, but damn, he was powerful.
He was, but it just, I don't know. Again, it was because of the time period when he came in. It just, he didn't fit.
Oh, yeah, because everyone was going for the big guy,
that
tall guy.
Yeah, and then this little guy comes out with all the hype. Yeah, it was weird. Yeah. Who's next on your list there, Woozy?
Number 3 is worst. I don't agree with this. Sabu.
Sabu is a great, he was an extreme fighter, but he was a purely hardcore fighter.
Yeah.
I actually can't even recall his championship run. I'll be honest, I don't remember it.
I don't.
I know he had the title. I just don't remember how long or what went down while he was champion.
It says here, as mentioned, Taz was the original who grew into the ECW World Champion. Sabu, on the other hand, was never someone who needed or should have carried ECW World Title. He held the precursor to the title once as the ECW World Champion. He later picked up the World Title reign when he beat Terry Funk at Born to Be Wired in 1997, but only held it for 8 days.
Interesting.
Yes.
8 days.
2, yeah, 8. That is a very short title reign.
Yeah. Well, that's probably why I don't remember it. You know, that would be why. Like, what's the point in even putting a championship on somebody for that length of time?
I cannot answer that one for you.
Unless you have somebody immediately handpicked you want the title on, that you're going to utilize that champion to put them over. But I do hate when they do that with a world title, though.
Well, cool. I do like Christian Hart, so you know, I guess you're right about shitty wrestlers.
Wow! Oh, cool! You got burned back there.
Shots fired.
He got you there. Shots fired from both sides. Team Christian Cool and Team Glenola on fire tonight. Cool. Are you going to you continue this conversation when you join the broadcast when you get home? Uh-oh. Elisa Lost going for a ride, I think. The Lincoln ride. Holy shit, he got right back up. Salas got right back up. Did you see that? That is crazy. That's vicious DDT there by Joe Lincoln. These guys, this has been a great match. These guys are going to town.
So number 2 on my list is considered best. CM Punk.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it really does. He was a good ECW champion.
CM Punk is a bitch.
I mean, I didn't say I was a fan of CM. Well, you see, I'm not a fan. I'm just not as big of a fan as a lot of people are of CM Punk, but he definitely does. He was probably their best champion.
It says here, while WWE made a few good calls.
Christian Cool says, "You shut your mouth, Glenola."
A few calls in running its version of ECW, such as giving Rob Van Dam a world title reign. Most of what the company did was questionable at best. However, in 2007, WWE gave a man who would fit in.
Yo, Turtle is better. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome on into episode number 371. We're just starting a tournament, actually. It is a Gold Rush tournament for the Archivers World Television Championship. What's going on? What's doing exciting? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the community. We have a bunch of awesome people in our community. They will take care of you. If you have any questions, you can ask, literally you can ask anybody. The Archivers belongs to all of us, so they know just about as much about it as I do. So if you have any question and you can't get my attention, you can ask anybody, either in the chat room or somebody on the broadcast if I'm not paying attention. But welcome in, and if anybody wants to drop some links for Turtle, I mean, he may want to check out the YouTube Development League. There's Discord. There's all kinds of things to be crack-a-lacking for Turtle is better. So Turtle is better. We have a YouTube Development League. It is where every new superstar starts and begins their career. Tag teams, veterans, superstars, and new streamer teams alike. But it is absolutely hopping over there. We just had our first YouTube stream preview not too long ago, and then, of course, had a special event on Friday where we held a tournament on YouTube. It was a fantastic time. So a lot happens around here. A lot of villainy at times. Some crazy shit goes down here, I'm telling you right now. It will make you facepalm at times, shake your head so hard that it might want to fall right off your shoulders. But we have a great time, a great community, and we are the very best in fantasy wrestling excellence, bar none, period, which is why we are the late night place to be, and the most must-see show on Twitch TV, and now YouTube TV. And back to you, Uzi.
And number 1 is considered worst, and the name is Kane. In 2008, ECW fans started to turn away from the WWE, and things only went from bad to worse at WrestleMania 26. Here's SmackDown superstar Kane beat Chavo Guerrero Jr., who was a fought ECW champion for the ECW championship. He then moved onto ECW before jumping to Raw. By this time, ECW looked nothing like what fans remembered. As far as they were concerned, though, the once hardcore ECW was now just another watered down WWE brand with WWE superstars trading the belt every now and then. ECW reign only validated their just fan.
Well, good thing it's not a submission match, or else Joe Lincoln would have just lost the match. Again, for anybody that is tuning in, every match is and Ali Salas busts open Joe Lincoln, and that is it. That is all. The winner of the match, and moving on to the semifinals of this Gold Rush tournament from Team Axel Ishtar, the Phantom King, Ali Salas. As I was about to say, before I was rudely interrupted by the match ending, how dare they finish the match right at that moment? Why can I hear myself in my ear? How dare Glenola? Anyways, it is every matchup in the tournament is being held under First Blood rule set. So it is going to be an absolutely fire tournament. We do not have characters, we just have wrestlers here.
And thank you, Ali Salas, for getting me more Archer bucks.
Did you win that?
Yeah.
That is ghastly.
1.2 thousand off of a 10 Archer bucks.
CKCW 2006 says, can you tickle my balls? No, because you don't have a set, or else you wouldn't walk in here saying some dumb shit like that in a room full of trolls and rabid wolves. Good luck with the wolves den. Anyways, on to the next match of the evening, and I'll of course issue the payout for that matchup.
Hey, Turtle, if you join the Discord, there's a section called Inca Contract. You have to put your details in there, and it can take a little bit, but Archer can get to it.
What'd you say? I have no idea what you just said.
I just told him.
You said nothing? Okay. Awesome.
Now, he, Turtle wanted to know about, getting one made.
Get what made?
So I told him how to do it.
Oh, gotcha.
So I told him to go into the Discord to the Inca Contract.
Absolutely. Yo, Harlem, what's going on? Bonus boy in the house. What's doing exciting? Actually, Harlem and I were just talking earlier today about repackage, or what was it? Maybe it was yesterday, actually, about repackaging Robert Rage a little bit. So Robert Rage will be making a return to the ring, slightly different, a little edgier. Still the same badass luchador, but.
And yes, I did. Cool. Archer can be slow at getting the wrestlers made.
I can, indeed. And for those that aren't patient, I was going to say, for those that aren't patient, they don't get one at all. But anyways, did I issue the payout for that? I didn't, did I? I blame the blind locksmith. He keeps typing shit into the chat room and making me read it, which is distracting me. Somebody AKO the blind locksmith, please. Thank you.
Hang on.
And I'll issue the payout for that. Take that.
Don't turn him out, please.
Alright, so the winner of the match was Elisa Law, so there we go. The payout has been issued. Alright, so the next match in the quarterfinals from Team the Bucket Phenom and Team the Turret Man. It is newcomer and sensation over in the YouTube Development League, by the way. Just defeated Kane earlier today. It is Tyler Bronco stepping in with the terror, Johnny Braddock, who's returning with a little bit of an edge, and he says he's going to bite everybody in the ass with a little nostalgia tonight. But that is the next matchup of the evening, and we're going to get things underway in just a moment. First, I can open the betting line, and I'm sure Woozy's going to continue with this. Now that we're not distracted by some moron coming in thinking he's going to troll our channel. Retard.
Well, I
all right.
That first list.
Oh. And Archer, we need to fix that AKO command. Because the amount of time it says it's for, and the amount of time it's actually for are two separate. It says it's a 30-second timeout. It's a 300-second timeout.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It's supposed to be a 300-second timeout.
Okay. That's part of the reason why I will remove them after a while, is because, you know, that's a 5-minute timeout.
and thank you, Luda King, for the break time. I appreciate that, my friend.
All right, so still just setting up the betting line here.
Now, this one's the difficult one. Tyler Bronco's been impressive.
He has,
but
yeah.
Braddock's got that experience.
He does. Braddock gonna welcome him to the big leagues tonight.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he definitely earned a spot on the main roster.
He has. Who's gonna form this one, Braddock or?
He's not on the main roster.
Oh, I thought he was.
No, he's being gifted a match tonight because he went 3-0 in the YouTube Development League.
Okay,
now, however, obviously, if he was to win the tournament, I mean, how would you keep him off the roster at that point? He would be the Archiverse World Television Champion. But as of right now, he is simply being gifted an opportunity here.
Okay, I misread the announcement.
Gotcha.
You know, I still stand behind it. I think he's pretty, as impressive as he is.
All right, there we go. Betting lines are open. It is showtime and go time for matchup number 2 here in the quarterfinals. Let's rock and roll. Tyler Bronco versus Johnny Braddock. Let's go. I'm excited. It's been a while. You know what? How long has it been since we've seen Johnny Braddock in singles competition? I mean, he's been tearing up the scene as Demolition in the tag team division for a long time, but it has been a hot minute since we've seen Braddock in singles competition.
I'm not sure if we've seen it in Archer 3.0 at all.
I actually don't know either. You might be right. He might not have had singles competition in 3.0. Been busy winning tag team championships.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Titan, for the break time.
Of course, Demolition are the longest reigning tag team champions in Archiverse history.
We all got a break notice.
Who's giving out break notices? Nice. Oh, Leo the King is. Leo the King with the vibes. He knows when we need a break. We need a break. We need a break. Need a break. Need a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Well, everybody will be on the mic. Everybody got to break notice at the same time.
Oh, that's the break time notice is whenever you feel like taking it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, anytime you don't have to do it now. It's just whenever, if you need a break at some point, you can utilize your break time notice.
Oh,
I've got like 3 or 4 of them stocked up.
All right, here comes Tyler Bronco from Team Bucket Phenoms. The impressive superstar again went 3-0 over in the YouTube Development League after we threw him to the Wolves at the first ever stream preview. And earlier today, he actually defeated the Big Red Machine at Kane. A very, very good matchup. If you haven't seen that, make sure you jump on over to the Archerverse YouTube channel and check out that match. Or you can go to the Discord, of course, and watch any of the YouTube Development League matches there as well.
Yeah, and Harlem, if you go to the Discord, there's a section called Ink a Contract. Put the information in there, and Archer will get to
he knows
wrestler when he has a chance.
He knows that. Harlem is TV Crips. He's just going by his actual name now.
Okay.
He's Robert Rage.
Okay. Well, he just asked about a character about you making a character, so I was...
Oh, yeah, well, because him and I were talking about repackaging his other characters, so...
Yeah. That's all. I was just trying to cover it.
All right, here he comes from Team The Turret Man, the Terror, Johnny Braddock. He has won singles championship before, and of course he's won multiple-time tag team championships. Again, Demolition, who he has won half of, the longest reigning tag team champions in Archerverse history. And Johnny Braddock did say he was going to bite everybody in the ass with a little nostalgia tonight. As you can see, I guess what he meant by Demolition returning to its former roots. Sure looks like the Demolition of old. A little bit bigger, but sure looks like the Demolition of old. I mean, if that's actually the case, I actually feel sorry for Tyler Bronco right now.
Yeah. I also feel sorry for everybody's eyes, but that's beside the point.
Oh yeah, Mark, he said he worked on a change tonight.
What's that?
Leo K, his client.
Titan G says, my client won his first match. Can't wait to see what happens next. Well, stay tuned to the YouTube Development League following tonight's show, and you just might see him in a second match. Plus some of the matches from the request list. We have to chip away at that every once in a while, get the action flowing, get things crack-a-lacking.
So my second list for the night is Ruthless Aggression Era.
Ooh, nice. Let's do it. Let's go.
The 10 shortest championship reigns.
Interesting.
Yes.
I think we had a list similar to this not long ago, but I think it was longest and shortest, but it only gave 5 of one, 5 of the other, I think.
Yeah.
Who did that? Was that you, boss, that did that list?
No, I think Woozy did that one.
Oh, was it Woozy that did it? Okay.
Yeah, Woozy did that one.
So I wonder if some of the same people will be on this list as well.
Number 10 is John Cena in 2004 with the U.S. title. It was only for 4 days.
Can he take advantage?
What was that, boss?
He said he'd be right back.
Oh, okay. In 2004, John Cena was still working his way up the mid-card. He was a year away from his first title win, world title win over JBL at WrestleMania 21. To earn his spot, Cena was working the United States Championship scene and captured the title after a hard-fought best-of-5 series with Booker T, culminating at No Mercy. However, 4 days later, Cena made an an open challenge, and the debuting Alito came out and beat him in his first WWE main roster match.
Wow, look at that, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, and moving on to the semi-finals of this of this tournament from Team Bucket Phenoms, Tyler Bronco. Holy hell, that was quick. I cannot believe he took out Johnny Braddock that quick. Now, I know Johnny Braddock has been spending a lot of time in the tag team division lately, and of course that can affect your singles runs. I mean, when you're used to having that partner there to tag and you can take a breather and you don't have that anymore, you know, that can suddenly become a problem. I don't know if that's what the cause here was or not, but that was sensational. Way to go, Tyler Bronco, and shout out to Bucket Phenom, please. Wow.
Wow, Bronco.
That's incredible.
And he beat no easy pickle either. He beat one of the best.
So today alone, so far for Tyler Bronco, he has woke up and decided he was going to defeat Kane, the Big Red Machine, and now he just took out the Terror Johnny Braddock in less than 5 minutes. Wow. That's insane, is it not? Isn't that crazy? I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what to say right now. Awesome. Awesome.
I'm at a loss for words.
But is it not awesome, though?
Yes, awesome is the biggest word of all.
And it's not bigger than supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. There's other words that are much larger. Don't lie to the masses. How dare you bring fibs to the show? We do not lie here much. Often. Okay, maybe we do. That's not the point.
No, we don't lie. We just...
We exaggerate. We exaggerate. We may extend the truth a little. Mostly Glenola. Glenola's a big fat liar. He sits on a throne of lies.
And also, we also may or may not do... Hashtag Glenn Cool, please. Thank you.
Alright, so... let's go on to the next match of the quarterfinals. Matchup number 3. We already have one match in the semifinals written. Look at that. Ali Salas, the Phantom King, going to be taking on Tyler Bronco in the semifinals. That is a smoking matchup right there. 2 newcomers. Don't forget, everybody forgets because he's won titles on 3 occasions already, but Ali Salas is still new to the roster in comparison to many different superstars. But next match of the night, this is going to be a barn burner. These two have a history that dates back all the way to the Archiverse 1.0. So it is going to be a slobber knocker, not for the faint at heart. And it is a first blood match, so it's going to be interesting to see who is going to make who bleed first. But we have Team Christian Cool taking on Team J Negative Gaming. It is the Iceman Christian Hart taking on the Soul Man Jay Simmons. That is next, and I'll get the betting line open in just one moment. But who do you...
pencil next.
Uh-oh.
Got an update here. The Gremlin Wolf is awake, and she's told us what she remembers. We think we know who did it. We are coming for you, and the war is just begun.
I mean, I believe that it was Doink the Clown. That's who it was. It was Doink the Clown. All right, so who moves on to the semifinals? Is it going to be the Soul Man Jay Simmons? Or is it going to be the Iceman Christian Hart? 5 minutes to make your bets as always. And there we go. Betting lines are open. And it is showtime and go time. The Soul Man versus the Iceman. Let's rock and roll. Let's go.
And number 9 on my amazing list so far, we've got Chavo Guerrero Jr. with 3 days in 2004 winning the Cruiserweight Championship. Chavo Guerrero Jr. never reached the same heights as his immediately talented uncle Eddie Guerrero. However, he had his moments of... Hang on 1 second, folks. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. Eddie Guerrero, however, he had his moments of success in WWE, most notably when he was ECW champion in 2004. He was fighting in mid-card title feuds, and that included the Cruiserweight title. Guerrero lost the title to female WWE superstar Jacqueline after an open challenge, only to regain it at Judgment Day. However, in a triple threat match 4 days later, his father, Chavo Classic, accidentally pinned his own son for the title.
I always did get a kick out of that. Chavo Classic. You know what I mean? It's just so... I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird.
CKCW 2006. This is my favorite streamer. Who's your favorite streamer? Of gaming, Christian Cool. Who is your favorite streamer? We know many.
Yes, do tell. Number 8 is Paul London and Brian Kendrick, World Tag Team Championships in 2007 for 3 days. Paul London and Brian Kendrick had an interesting career in WWE as tag team partners. The duo had one of the longest reigns in the ruthless aggression as tag team champions. However, sorry, I know what to do with you, so you can get the fuck out.
Can you send me toe pics?
I can send you get the fuck out.
I'm guessing he's on his way, pirouetting out to the street.
With that band hammer.
And hammer! Oh, TBS says, as soon as you smash your sack in a vice. God damn it, TBS, that is fucking vicious. I mean, we know he's a failed troll, but that is just savage.
Well, to be fair, he is John Cena today.
A man who always considers himself main event material.
On Cena.
He wants to show exactly
Duo had the longest title reign in the ruthless aggression as the tag team champions. However, ironically, they also had one of the shortest. This came after their record-breaking reign when they were drafted to Raw and won the titles there. However, they won them in a house show and then lost them 3 years later at another house show.
While you're running down your list, I'm going to utilize my break time notice. I'm just going to run to the facilities and back. BRB, keep your eye on the game. Let me know what's happening. Keep me updated. Let me know if any other trolls come in and we have fun with.
Oh, I will. And
Excellent.
BRB does not stand for Band Ready Bromer.
Does not stand for Band Ready Bromer, no. Do not summon the beast.
How dare you all? Anywho, number 7 is Dudley Boys World Tag Team Championships in 2003 with 1 day. By 2003, the Hardy Boys had moved into singles careers. As in Christian, the Dudley Boys also broke up for a short time, as it seemed WWE had no use for, legitimate tag teams for a while. Sorry about that. However, they reunited Survivor Series 2002, and the Dudley Boys were back. The Dudley Boys won the 7th World Tag Team titles from William Regal, and then Storm at the Royal Rumble in 2003, because Devon used brass knuckles. Bob Venus came out and demanded they forfeit the titles when they viewed Regal and Storm attack the match. Regal and Storm attacked, the match started, and they pinned Bubba Ray in seconds. Number 6 is Mickie James. Less than 1 day in 2007 as the WWE Women's Champion. Mickie James held the WWE Women's Championship 5 times, more than anyone other than Trish Stratus. However, her third title reign lasted less than 1 day. This happened at a live event in Paris when James challenged Melina in a triple threat match that also included Victoria. James pinned Victoria and won the title. However, because Melina wasn't pinned, she demanded an immediate rematch and won her title back. But the listeners are on a short pause until Archer returns.
Now this is the kind of match where you can
Sorry, I focus on the match.
I'm not saying that a
While Simmons is kicking ass. Nice spine buster.
I have returned, and thank God I didn't miss the match. I mean, the first matchup was a damn I do not know. That was crazy, right? Talia Bronco beating Johnny Braddock in that fashion was crazy.
5 minutes.
Less than 5 minutes, I think. I don't know. It might have been 5 minutes. We'll have to check the record books later. Oh! Spear out of nowhere by Hart.
Yes, number 7 was Dudley Boys with 1 day as World Tag Team Championship in 2003. Number 6 was Mickie James, less than 1 day in 2007 as WWE Women's Champion. Now number 5, folks, is Chris Jericho, less than a day as IC Champion in 2003.
2003, eh?
Yeah. It says here Chris Jericho held the WWE IC Championship more than anyone in history with 9 different title reigns. However, one of those reigns was less than impressive. Rob Van Dam was the IC champion, and Jericho got a title match on an episode of Raw. Jericho won thanks to outside interference by Eric Bischoff. However, Steve Austin came out and demanded the automatic rematch to take place immediately in a steel cage, which RVD won. Number 4 is Triple H, less than 1 day in 2002 as the IC champion. It says here in 2002, Triple H started one of the most controversial storylines in WWE history. This was his feud with Kane and the infamous Katie Vick angle. where Triple H claimed that Kane and Vic were dating, and the Big Red Machine took advantage of her body after she died in an accident. Huh?
Yeah, I remember that. That was a ghastly story. We actually talked about that on one of our lists yesterday. Was it yesterday? But anyways, the Katie Vic storyline came up as one of the worst ever in history. It was very bad. Poor taste.
Yes. Needless to say, fans rejected it. The feud ended with world champion Triple H being IC champion Kane and taking both titles, after which WWE deactivated the IC title.
My God, these guys are going at it. Christian Hart's really trying hard to get Jay Simmons to tap, even though he knows he can't win the matchup. But he just wants him to tap.
I mean, can you blame him?
Whoa, this is surprising, Byron.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he would let him out right there.
Number 3 is Randy Orton, less than 1 day, 2007 as WWE Champion.
He foiled that attempt.
No Mercy 2007 was a strange day when it comes to the WWE Championship. That was supposed to see John Cena defend his title against Randy Orton, as the two had been feuding since SummerSlam for the belt. However, a legitimate injury took Cena out of action at No Mercy. Mr. McMahon named Randy Orton as the new champion. However, he also had a title match on the same show, and Triple H beat him for the title. Number 2, Triple H, less than 1 day. In 2007 WWE Championship. On top of the winning IC title and allowing WWE to deactivate it the same day, he took the title. Triple H also had a world title reign that lasted less than 1 day. This was Triple H's 6th WWE Championship win after he beat Randy Orton at No Mercy in the opening match. Later in the show, Triple H had to defend the title against Umaga and won. However, he wasn't done. Mr. McMahon said that Randy Orton invoked his rematch clause, and it just would take place in the main event, the last man standing match that Triple H lost. Number 1, Trish Stratus.
Link is going to be mad that he missed this one. He hates when he misses the emote only chat. Wow! The Iceman Christian Hart just busted open the Soul Man Jay Simmons. So the winner of the match, and moving on to the semifinals of this Gold Rush tournament, from Team Christian Cool, the Iceman Christian Hart. Man, oh man. Now I really want to get to the next match and find out who's facing Hart.
Here is your winner, the Iceman,
Yeah, Trish Stratus, less than 1 day, 2006 WWE Women's Championship.
Championship.
Correct.
Correct. Alright, on to the next match of the night. I'll issue the payout for that one.
Alright. The feel-good story on the list of the shortest championship reigns during the Ruthless Aggression era came with Trish Stratus She had been the best women's wrestler through the entire era, and the best matches came against her rival Lita. Stratus said she would retire after Unforgiven '06, and her last match was against WWE Women's Champion Lita. In the match, Stratus beat Lita for her 9th final women's title using Bret Hart's sharpshooter in her hometown of Toronto. Stratus had retired as the women's champion. And that concludes my second list of the night.
And of course, he does have a third.
I do, but give me a second.
And I only know this because that was the first thing he told me earlier today. But he's trying to upstage Glenola, but you see, Glenola has like 50 billion. Yeah, see, I have another one when I finish my treatment. He probably doesn't have one, he probably has 10.
See, I thought I had 3, but I didn't have another one saved.
Ooh, Woozy's got another one. So that is 4 from Woozy. Glenola.
No. I thought I had 3, but I don't have it saved.
Oh, that is Gaslight. Well, you better.
I do not have 4.
You will have to find another one. You promised the masses a third. You cannot be lying to the masses.
I don't intend to.
But anyways, the betting lines are open. You now have 4 minutes left to make your bets. It is showtime and go time for the final match of the quarterfinals. It is the Legend Killer Chairs from Team The Blind Locksmith taking on the Nightmare Damien from Team Kraken Skulls. Let's go.
Okay, folks, I found me a third list. And
Numero 3.
And this list is 10 shortest matches in WWE history.
I bet you the Honky Tonk Man's on there.
Coming in number 10, we've got the Great Khali versus Damien Sandow.
Jesus, I remember that. It wasn't even a match.
No. It was come in, get karate chopped, pinfall 1, 2, 3.
Pretty much.
It says here, Mr. Big Time Damien Sandow entered the ring dressed in a silly pink suit and a Vince McMahon impersonation. He stood absolutely no chance against Great Khali. Passing roughly 6 seconds, the Great Khali hit Sandow with a devastating overhead chop that sends him to the floor, arguably resulting in Khali's greatest ever match, and Sandow's most embarrassing one to date. Walking out of the ring after a heartbreaking loss is a tough task for any fighter, but after a particularly embarrassing loss like this one, Sandow left with his head hung low. Number 9 is Kofi Kingston versus Brian Kendrick. It says here,
I'm trying to remember that one. Kingston versus Brian Kendrick.
I remember it. It says here, Spanky the Brian Kendrick. Huh? Okay. Or simply Brian Kendrick was so so distracted arguing with Brian Lawler on the side of the ring that he didn't hear the referee's repeated attempts at warning him that the match was about to begin. The Brian Kendrick then even missed the bell entirely. Kingston, who was playing full attention, absolutely rocked Kendrick with a Trouble in Paradise kick that sent Kendrick to the ground, which, embarrassingly enough, was his last match in the WWE for 6 years. The match lasted an entire 11 seconds.
11 seconds. That is excellent. I mean, who wants to be in a match like that? You know what I mean? 11 seconds.
No, I don't.
You know, an inebriated Jeff Hardy lasted longer than that. I mean, that is ghastly.
Cool lasted longer than that.
Right? That's what I'm saying. By the way, before I forget, I just want to give a shout out to Team Bromer. I don't know if anybody paid attention to the YouTube Development League today, but the Wanderer Kyle Brewer challenged the Freight Train, Frank Miller, for the Internet Wrestling World Championship earlier today, and man, oh man, was that an instant classic. If you have not seen that match, make sure you go watch that match. It was phenomenal. It looked like Frank Miller was going to stop a mud hole and walk it dry all match long, but Brewer made a comeback. It turned it into a war, and man, oh man, I'm not going to spoil it, but you got to check that match out. It is must-see. But it was fantastic.
And number 8 on my list is Hawkins versus Ziggler. That was when Hawkins was on his dumb losing streak.
That was, yeah.
It's satisfying to see how the overconfident and cocky often end up the most embarrassed. Before the match begins, Hawkins keeps his back to his opponent and refuses to know exactly who it is.
TBS says, I thought 11 seconds was average time. Or am I mixing that up with sex? Now, TBS, we've told you, although it is, you know, a form of self-pleasure, we do not consider mutilating oneself with their own hands sex. Okay? Sex is different. Slightly different. It's less violent. Well, I mean, most of the time it's less violent.
And he'll leave the ring for this next stretch.
Rather than going at his match with a certain style or approach, Hawkins keeps towards Nikki Ziggler and gets ended with a kick to the face, ending in roughly 8 seconds. The match is a career low for Brian Majors. Number 7, Kane versus Chavo Guerrero. I remember that match.
Kane versus Chavo Guerrero, yeah, me too.
That was the night that Kane was like more so pissed off.
Kane was always pissed off, but yeah.
He comes in, chokeslams, pinfall, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Have a good night. If you looked away from your TV or from the screen for a second, you missed about half the match. Having in at 11 seconds. This match is one of the most memorable in history. While Lieutenant Loco was distracted, hyping up the crowd, Kane emerged from under the ring and attacked just as the bell rang. Guerrero had little time to realize what was happening before he and his neck were under the hold of the massive barbarian claws that were Kane's hands. Kane picked up Chavo above his 7-foot-tall frame and slams him down into the ring for an immediate victory.
Yeah. It didn't last long, that is for certain.
Number 6, Rowan versus The Rock. 2 massive men, 1 ring, and 1 surprisingly quick match. If you ask my WWE, or if you ask any WWE fan or expert who they would like to take the match before this fight, odds are it be a pretty even split. Standing at 6'8" dwarf Marius Rowan get intensely into the 6'4" Rock's eyes. This alone made for a exciting pregame. But just as the bell rings, Samoan Flex Kavana went full speed into Rowan, knocks him down, pins him in a total of 4 seconds. Didn't even know what happened until it was over. There's many things The Rock still hasn't done in the WWE, but taking out a 6'8" man in 4 seconds is not one of those things. Number 5 is Diesel versus Bob Backlund. In an eagerly anticipated match at Madison Square Garden.
Wow! Vicious DDT and busted open the Legend Killer chairs. So the winner of the match and moving on to the semifinals from Team Kraken Skulls, the Nightmare Damien. Wow, that was a great match, though. I actually thought Chairs was going to pull that off, but I guess the power of the Nightmare Damien, a little too much in the end of things there, I guess, for Chairs.
Oh, I got to quit placing bets just so that there's payouts.
Did you win that one, too?
For another 10 Archerverse bet.
Wow.
I did it strictly just so that there was a payout when Chairs won.
That is ghastly. How dare you? Glenola admittedly ripping people off here. And for the record, folks, he does not have any sort of inside information. Nobody knows who's winning these matches. Apparently, you know what? You know what it is? I know what it is. Glenola has been hanging out with Mad Chatty. Woozy, that's what it is.
I miss Mad Chatty.
I don't know what Mad Chatty's been up to. It's been a hot minute. I mean, he was popping in at least once or twice a month, but I haven't seen him in a good month and a half, I think.
Something like that.
TBS says, I call bullshit. How can you tell he's bleeding? His mask. Well, I mean, it was such trauma that it shot right through the eye hole of the mask and onto the canvas. It was quite ghastly. I mean, you asked.
That's why British officers wear red, so that blood doesn't show up on the uniform.
That's right.
And that's why French officers wore brown.
All right, here we go. Next match of the evening and the first match of the semifinals. It is the Pharaoh, the Phantom King, Elisa Loss, taking on the newest member of the roster, or one of the newest members of the roster anyways, the sensation from the YouTube Development League, Tyler Bronco. And this should be a very fast-paced and high-octane matchup. Do not blink. Somebody might get KO'd in a heartbeat. I mean, it happened in the first matchup Bronco was in. You never know. Now Elisa Loss is, of course, not Joe Lincoln. And also, he is not Johnny Braddock. But I don't know. What do you guys think about this match?
I am going with Tyler Bronco.
You're going Bronco?
I don't know on this one. You know, both are extremely impressive. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to guess this one.
You're not even going to try to guess this one? Wow. Bowing out he is.
Yeah, until he makes it a bet of 10 Archer versus Buck.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, you got
All
a
right.
jar.
There we go. The betting lines are open. You have 5 minutes to make your bets on the first matchup of the semifinals. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be the Phantom King Elisa Loss from Team Axel Ishtar, or is it going to be Team Bucket Phenoms Sensation from the YouTube Development League, Tyler Bronco?
Hey, Archie, you got a
Yo, boss, you're back.
you got a square jar.
Did I swear?
No, you got one.
Oh, okay. I have. Who gave me a swear jar?
CBS.
The blind locksmith. Now remember what happened the last time you were being naughty. You ended up having the entire chat room punished for your behavior, your antics.
He said thank you, boss.
Now I won't send everybody away this early for your naughty behavior, but you know what? You know what? Seeing how you love them so much, you keep messing around. I will play an ad on your ass.
Oh, Archer!
On your
Oh!
Oh!
Damn it! TBS, I fucking hate you. How dare you, sir? I blame you it is not that funny. You stop laughing immediately. It is ghastly at very least. Somebody ban the blind locksmith, please.
Man, Archie, you silly, man. You look.
Don't you dare entertain their villainy, boss. It is not funny. Where's Joe Link? Joe Link, how dare you ignore the single best wrestling promotion on the face of the planet? What is he? He's actually working tonight? Is that what's going on here?
He is.
Man, that was funny.
The part that makes you funnier, boss, is that you warned him.
I did.
And you still said ass. That's the funny part.
For real, I warned him too. He still said. I didn't see that coming.
I did.
Oh yeah, I know you did. Well, the other parts are coming too.
You see when people tell Archer he's got a swear jar, within the first 2 minutes he ends up saying something that they just do.
That was too funny, man. That's too funny.
Anywho, so number 5 is Diesel versus Bob Backlund. It says here in eagerly anticipated match in Madison Square Garden, Diesel and Backlund faced off in what was at the time the fastest match in WWE history. Backlund came off a championship match that he did before. This one faced off with Diesel, who started the match off a quick kick, which led into his jackknife powerbomb finisher for the win. The match lasted 8 seconds, and Backlund, who had the belt for only 3 days, lost it when an embarrassing way to lose the match. I'm going to lose the title. Number 4 is Oksana versus Natalia. It says he just as the bell rings, the match begins. Natalia asks for 1 minute to the referee, who doesn't pause the match. Natalia then runs over to her side of the ring and shouts at her fans, "Where are you?" She had no clue Oksana was coming for her, wrapping her up and slamming her into her in a spine-bending slam. Natalia, in a state of utter disbelief, gets up and argues with the referee. Then she demanded a minute, but the match was over and she was pinned. One common thread throughout these that easy to miss matches the mistake of a fighter being distracted or caught up with hyping up the fans. Such a little mistake can lead to massive repercussions. That is so true. You don't turn your eyes off your opponent.
The damage he's taken is starting to pile up.
Number 3 is
Some superstars are understandably
Maven
hesitant to exploit
versus
no disqualification
Benjamin.
stipulation. Then they need to go wrestle a different match.
Another
This is the kind of
wonderfully
match where you need to
sweet example of trash talking
If a superstar
talkers
wants the W, they need
losing
to
it
overcome
all.
that hesitation.
Maven started this match with an unbelievably iconic, memorable line towards Shelton Benjamin and Trish. You and Trish, you have one thing in common. You both have a title, and neither of you have a set of huevos. Benjamin, infuriated, runs into the ring and sending Maven into a submission in a matter of seconds. All in all, Maven deliberately of his medial trash talk lasted longer than he did against Benjamin in the ring. That is so true. Number 2 is Big Boss Man versus The Rock. I think nearly every WWE fan is familiar with the oddity and audacity, no obscurity, that was this match. Originally, the match was intended to be between The Rock and Triple H, and when the match, Tyler Bronco.
An important win for him in this one.
Yes.
No doubt about it. Support for this guy grows by the
So
second.
come on back, Archer.
WWE Universe.
Oh, do you, Jazzy Jeff, did an interview?
Oh no, nobody bet for Bronco. Yes, holy shit is correct. So against Triple H, but after Hunter failed to show up, Big Boss Man took his place. Big Boss Man jogged up to what was to be the most embarrassing match of his life, and he rolled in. Rock rolled him up and ended the match in a quick 3 seconds, setting a record for it was probably the right move for Triple H to stay home. And I'll wait till Archer gets back so I can review number 1. Because he's gonna be upset that the match that he said was gonna be in it was not in it. So, Locke, why are you being a villainous bastard tonight? Giving Granola a swear jar, which he passed.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, because of me.
Yeah.
And giving Archer one, which he failed. We all knew that was going to happen, but still.
Alright, I'm gonna jump off. I got a long day tomorrow.
Have a great night, boss.
Alright, y'all. See y'all tomorrow.
Alright, boss, have a good night, my friend.
Alright, y'all. Have a good one.
You too.
Alright.
All right, I have returned, and I see Boss Apollo had to leave the building. Have a great night, boss. I know you've already left. You're probably lurking, though, so have a great night. Thanks for being on the broadcast as per usual. And holy shit, Tyler Bronco. What
Yes.
we have unleashed a monster. That is friggin' crazy.
Uh-huh.
And number 1 on my list, Archer. It is not Honky Tonk Man like you said it would be.
No, who is it?
Nydia versus Trish Stratus.
Sorry, who?
Nydia.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It says here, quite possibly, for the only example in this list where trash talking fighter actually ends up winning. Trish Stratus was mic'd up with a cast on her wrist. As she got into Nydia's face, looked her in the eyes with a deadpan face said, "You and I, Oz, we're facing each other. I meant when I'm ready." Then she rocks Nydia with a rule-breaking cheap shot that sends Nydia to the floor before the match even begins, resulting in one of Trish Stratus's all-time most infamous matches. Trish drops her broken hands around Nydia's knocked out legs and pins her as the bell rings, resulting in what may remain the fastest match in WWE history. And that concludes my third list of the night. So back to you, Ganola.
Alrighty.
Just caught Joe Link streaming. How dare you, Joe Link?
Oh, that explains why he isn't in here doing the mod stuff, isn't it?
And
That is ghastly.
I'm taking my break, so I shall return.
Alrighty. So, the second list I chose here.
Well, before we get started, though, check out this next matchup. The Iceman Christian Hart versus the Nightmare Damien. This matchup has not occurred in a long time, a hot minute. This is going to be really interesting. Who do you think moves on to the finals, the tournament final here? Christian Hart or the Nightmare Damien?
The Nightmare.
You're going with the Nightmare on this one?
Yeah.
All right, well, the betting lines are open. It is showtime and go time for the final match of the semifinals. Let's go.
Alrighty. So this list is off of the Bleacher Report. Now, this is an old list. It's dated June 3rd, 2011. Written by Robert Aitken. The 15 worst mic workers in wrestling history.
Interesting.
I thought so. Number 15, we got John Morrison. Now, I don't know. To me, I don't think John Morrison was that bad on the mic. You know?
No, I wouldn't say he was terrible on the mic. Maybe a little campy at times, but he wasn't bad on the mic, though.
Yeah. So, number 14 is Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin was pretty bad on the mic.
Yeah, he was.
Let's face it. Yeah, his talent was definitely in the ring.
Yeah, I'll agree. Number 13, I don't know if I ever actually heard him cut a promo. Kofi Kingston.
Well, I mean, Kofi Kingston talks on the mic all the time. I don't think he's terrible, but...
Okay. Though this guy admits, I still hate Kofi Kingston and his gimmick. So that could be affecting his...
Yeah. Well, that definitely affects somebody's promo ability, right? So...
Number 12, Matt Hardy.
Yeah. Well...
Yeah.
That goes without saying.
I don't know. Matt had good times and bad times. He was kind of hit or miss.
Jeff was definitely better on the mic than Matt.
So, number 11, Sid.
Like Sid Justice?
I believe Sid Vicious. Or Psycho Sid.
Yeah, well, yes, the same person, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't good on the mic. Definitely should have had a manager speak for him. He was in need of Paul Heyman.
Number 10, I love this guy. He's one of my all-time favorites. But he definitely was not great on the mic. Big Papa Pump, Scott Steiner.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, he was loud on the microphone, but yeah, he wasn't. He was always He was always like messing up what he was saying. Like,
yeah.
It was a botch fest on the microphone.
Yeah. Number 9, Batista. You know, I can't totally disagree on it. Number 8, we got Bobby Lashley.
Well, I mean, there's a reason Bobby Lashley's usually had a manager. I mean,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
you know,
Number 7 is Lex Luger. What I remember of him on the mic wasn't that bad.
I mean,
Well, even here in the thing, it says Lex Luger was never very terrible, but he was very vanilla.
yeah, I mean, he wasn't. You know, it's not like you were going to turn the channel just because somebody said, "Hey, Lex Luger's on the microphone." But he wasn't terrible. He would deliver a competent promo.
Oh yeah. Now number 6, I think we all can agree on the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know, and again, I loved watching the Warrior. You know, but yeah. He needed to stay as far away from a microphone as possible.
No. I mean, 90% of the time it was like listening to a child ramble or something. It was like, what the fuck did he just say? Something about stars and moons and airplanes crashing and Hulk Hogan and whoa! And you could rewind that thing 1,000 times, and unless you were high, you probably didn't understand a bit of it.
Number 5, Brock Lesnar.
Well, I mean, there's a reason he has Paul Heyman. I mean, I think he's better today on the microphone. Not that he does a lot of microphone work, but I think he's definitely better now than he ever has been. But yeah, not a strong microphone person for sure.
Yeah. Number 4, we have Jeff Hardy.
Again, I don't think Jeff Hardy was terrible on the microphone. It's like Blind Locksmith said about Luger. Not terrible, not amazing.
Yeah. So, number 3, again, we can all agree on. Should have stayed as far away from a microphone as possible. And then burnt any microphone within 20 miles. The Great Khali.
Oh, good God, yeah. No, he should never, ever deliver a promo. Ever.
Number 2. Again, I don't really remember hearing this guy on the mic to make an opinion, but Ahmed Johnson.
I mean, he definitely, his strength wasn't on the microphone, and he didn't speak on the microphone a whole lot to begin with, but again, wasn't terrible.
I have returned.
Woozy, welcome back. Woozy was
And
looking for a list.
Yeah, and you are just in time for the number 1 worst mic worker. Now this ain't a ranked list, but
Yeah.
at least I hope not.
Yeah, really.
Because it's kind of been mixed.
Yeah, it's been definitely.
But number 1, Bret Hart.
I mean, I never found Bret Hart that bad on the microphone at all. I mean, I thought he delivered some compelling promos, and they had some great vignettes. And again, he wasn't super hype on the mic. He was, again, you're not, unless you were invested in that storyline at the time, you weren't turning the channel just because Bret was on the mic, but not terrible at all.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I thought he did pretty good on the mic overall, Like I said, would I turn the channel just to watch him on the mic? No.
Oh, not unless you were involved in that, unless you were invested in that, in a particular storyline that, other than that, no, for sure.
I'll be honest, I probably would have turned the channel to watch him in the ring.
Oh, well, yeah, if
knowing,
yeah, who his opponent was.
What the storyline was, yeah, just, hey, Bret's in the ring, cool.
Yeah, sign me up. Agreed.
So, but yeah, that's the 15. So we, just to run it back down real quick, we had John Morrison, Shelton Benjamin, Kofi Kingston, Matt Hardy, Sid, Scott Steiner, Batista, Bobby Lashley, Lex Luger, the Ultimate Warrior, Brock Lesnar, Jeff Hardy, the Great Khali, Ahmed Johnson, and Bret the Hitman Hart.
Yeah, that's a bit of a crazy list. Definitely mixed. Definitely a mixed list.
And Khali never spoke on the mic. It was always his little sidekick.
Yeah, Khali.
He spoke a few times.
Yeah, he did, but it was not good.
No.
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 You never understand what he was saying.
It was worse than the Warrior. Worse than the Warrior.
And I didn't even think that was fucking possible.
Right?
Yeah. So, I'll be honest. A part of me enjoyed Khali.
I mean, I think there were times throughout his tenure where we all liked something, but I mean, as a whole, he was just awful.
I'm not saying he was or anything.
The Nightmare Damien just dropped the Iceman face first on the ring apron and busted him wide open, so the winner of the match, and moving on to the tournament final from Team Kraken Skulls, the Nightmare Damien. That was crazy. That was a great match, though. I mean, I'm sure much to the dismay of Team Christian Cool, the Iceman did not win, but what a great battle. Everybody bet on Christian Hart.
How many voted for Christian Hart?
99%.
Sweet. How much?
Well, it was only 1,000 actually.
Okay, that's still 1,000.
That's still won. That's still 1,000 Archivers bucks you just won. All right, we now have our tournament final. It is from Team Bucket Phenom. Again, the newest sensation to the YouTube Development League was given a great opportunity tonight. Man, is he taking the ball and running. Taking on Team Kraken Skulls Monster, the Nightmare Damien. The winner earns the right to fight the Archivers World Unified Television Champion from Team Cornhusk Show. The most feared man on the roster, Carino Sinister Farmer. What do you guys think about this next matchup? Who earns the right to fight? Who wins the tournament final?
You know what? I was just going to say, I think Bronco's going to do it. He's
Really?
been too impressive.
You think he's beaten Damian too? Well, he did beat Kane today. He did beat Kane, and now he's beaten what? Johnny Braddock in short fashion. I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Johnny Braddock is as tough as they come, you know. And then he beat Ali Salas, who again is also in regards to other superstars still a newcomer himself, but an impressive newcomer that's won championships already. And now fighting the Nightmare Damian. Crazy day for Tyler Bronco. Crazy day for Tyler Bronco. All right. 5 minutes to make your bet as usual. And there you go. Betting lines are open. Who do you think is moving on with the right to fight Carino Farmer for the Archivers World Television Championship? Is it going to be Tyler Bronco or Damian winning the tournament final? You choose. Pick a side, take a stand. Either way, it is showtime and go time for the tournament final. Let's go.
Let's go. It is showtime and go time, baby.
All right. All right, does anybody else have a list? Oh, boss isn't here.
Well, I'll tell you what. I have another one.
Wow, what a shock. What a shock. Glenola has another list. I mean...
I wasn't going to, but I decided to go ahead and do it.
Mm-hmm.
I had actually just found this one to add to the list for a later date.
Just happened.
So, this list is from whatculture.com. It was November 14th of 2013.
Sorry, did you say what culture?
Yeah. And the date's important, but it's saying, if I'm reading that right, it's saying it's Mick Foley wrote this.
Interesting. Mick Foley.
That's the name on it. Now, whether or not that's the actual... Or no, here we go. Wait a minute. No, sorry. This is a little confusing. It's actually Vectron 44.
Oh, okay.
So...
I was going to say Mick Foley. That's interesting.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Then I happened to see that, you know. But WWE, 10 best mic workers of the past 20 years. So this is supposedly going back to 1993. And it's going to be the best mic workers from that period. We've got Bray Wyatt.
I would agree.
You know, Wyatt's pretty good. I'll give him that.
He's been demanding this match for quite some time, and now
Dean Ambrose is the next one on the list.
I would agree with that too.
I don't know. I never found him that compelling.
Dean Ambrose?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not... He never did anything to reinvent the wheel or anything. We've seen characters like his before, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hold on a second. I misread something. Those two are considered like the future. They're going to be the future great mic workers.
The Blind Locksmith says, this better not be ranked. No way. Dean is better than Bray.
Yeah. Now, this one here is actually, the list is actually starting now. Those two are the ones to look for, you know, as future greatness. But so number 10, we have Daniel Bryan.
this is a match with major stakes.
You know,
I can see it.
I don't know. I got a mix on that one.
The reason why I say yes is because what he did in 2013 with the Yes Movement.
He says it's all about
Oh yeah, you know I don't know. Yeah, I'm mixed.
Understandable there. I would agree with you on that as well.
Pia said, what did I get banned for this time?
Yeah, I don't know.
Serious implications in this contest.
This better not be ranked. No way Dean is better than Bray.
Ousted from the event moving forward. Carefully placed.
I'm looking.
I have no clue why that one. That's the only thing I can think of is ranked.
Ranked.
Wow.
You banned the word ranked, Archer.
Oh wow.
That's what it is. I banned the word ranked. That's hilarious.
Oh man. All right, number 9. We've got John Cena. And I will agree to that. Cena's great on the mic.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
All right, Christian, have a great stream.
Enjoy your stream, Christian Cool. Tell all the cool kids we said hello. Tell the cool verse we're going to take over.
All right, number 8 is another one I totally agree with. Triple H. Yeah.
Whatever's playing here can't be good.
Triple H is great. I think he's great on the mic.
Yeah, he's always been good on the mic.
Number 7, I'm actually surprised to see on this list. Mr. McMahon.
Mr. McMahon.
But you think about it, if you think of it as a promo, he really does a great job on the mic.
Wow, Bronco just took a suplex driver. So far, still not bleeding.
Yeah, people may disagree with me on that, but I really think he's really good on the mic. Number 6, Edge.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, I can too.
So what's this list again?
10 best mic workers of the past 20 years.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. I mean, I was going to say Edge has delivered some of the most compelling promos in history for sure, yeah.
Number 5 is Stone Cold. Considering it was his mic skills that made him the, name he became. With the whole Austin 316.
Austin 316 says, I just kicked your ass.
Did you ever watch the initial promo that started the Austin 316 era?
I do not.
The one with the, you mean the promo where he says, you got your Psalms, you got your John 3:16. Well, Austin 3:16 says, I just beat your ass.
Whooped your ass, yeah.
I whooped your ass, yeah. Yeah, that was a great promo,
It was all directed at Jake the Snake Roberts, who at the time was playing this religious.
Yeah.
He found himself in religion character at the time.
But you tell me, now great, I take nothing away from Austin in the ring, but you tell me Austin would have been as big without that, that particular moment. The crowd, it just lit the crowd up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he would have had the success that he had.
Wow, Bronco just took a second suplex driver. Damien is all over him.
All right. Yeah. Number 4 guarantees this is not a ranked list.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Because number 4 is The Rock.
Oh! And that is it. That is all. Tyler Bronco reached an end to his adventure. What a great run, though. Holy hell, was given an opportunity, made the absolute most out of it. He was sensational. But after all, it is the Nightmare Damien from Team Kraken Skulls. He is an absolute monster. And he is now, by the way, moving on to face Carino Farmer for the Archivers World Television Championship. Now that is a match. The Nightmare versus Carino Sinister Farmer. I mean, that is awesome. Don't get me wrong, I would have been okay with Tyler Bronco moving on. That would have been sweet. Could you imagine? After the day he had? But I mean, the Nightmare versus Carino Farmer, Glenola.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
Yo, Tiliana, welcome back!
Awesome.
Oh, yeah, this is going to be a fucking awesome match.
And Granola finally lost his bet.
Glenola finally lost a bet, yeah. He has been rocking the betting all night long.
I lost one earlier. I don't remember which one it was, though.
Did you? Ooh,
Yeah,
he was silent about it. And it flew under the radar, too, because we missed it. All right, on to the championship final. The main event of the evening. And then, of course, we'll have some YouTube Development Leagues after the show, so keep your eye on the YouTube Development League after the show is through. And, of course, our next scheduled show is Wednesday night, the Archivers Wrestle Wars, when we take the Superstars back on the road to Fall Brawl, which is coming up very shortly. Keep your eye on the calendar, because what a thrill ride that will be. WCW Starrcade taking on the Archivers Wrestle Wars championship matchups all night long. Superstars battling over supremacy, bragging rights. They all have a thirst for blood and a lust for gold, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But again, the YouTube Development League is going to be crack-a-lacking right after the show. You never know what's going to happen. You might see some matchups right off of that matchup request you guys have on Discord. You might see other matches as well. Either way, it is going to be popping. But that's then. This is now. We still have the championship final. And what a championship final this is. Somebody should message Kraken Skulls and see if he's awake, because he is missing out. But what a match. From Team Cornhusk Show. Cornhusk Show is, by the way, he is also streaming.
Yeah. Kraken is not on Discord right now, so...
Is he not? No.
No.
You can always pop in and let Carino Farmer's management team know that he's about to face the Nightmare for the Archivers World Television Championship.
Yeah,
all right, so...
Why don't you go ahead and do that real quick?
I will open up the betting line.
No, thank you. I'm not following Cornhusk Show.
You're not.
Wow, you're not following Team Cornhusk Show? That is ghastly. All right, let's see here. All right, so who walks out with the gold?
Well, I'll be right back as I hit the wrong button on the mouse, and rather than opening another window, I just went straight over to Cornhusk Shows.
Oh, that is ghastly. Team Glenola is now hijacking the program.
He is.
He's so full of villainy, now he does it by accident. All right. But yeah, so I think that this is going to be a fantastic matchup, and I think maybe we should focus on this matchup because it is going to be a lot of fun.
I would agree.
I mean, who's going to make who bleed first? Carino Sinister Farmer or the Nightmare? Because, again, that is the objective here. They have to make each other bleed to win the match. Archer's World Television Championship is on the line. Betting lines are now open. And, ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime and go time for the main event of the evening. It is from Team Cornhush Show, Carino Sinister Farmer versus the Nightmare Damien from Team Kraken Skulls. The Archer's World Television Championship on the line. Let's go.
Alrighty, so I jumped over, let him know, and I'm back here now. So.
Fantastic.
Welcome back in the room.
Yeah. And we'll try to get through a little bit more while the entrances are going. Like I said, we got The Rock here, which, you know, who can argue with the Rock's skills on the mic? I mean,
that kind of goes without saying. I don't think anybody's going to argue that he is probably one of the best ever on the microphone.
Though there's a wrestler that missed out on a prime opportunity because of The Rock. Yeah, because Rikishi should have used a variant of The Rock's catchphrase. Because Rikishi could have asked him if they could smell what Rikishi is eating. Just before he gave him the stink face. Alrighty. So number 3 on this list is the bitch, CM Punk.
CM Punk. Yeah. But, you know, sadly, he actually is really good on the microphone.
Oh, he is, but he's just a little bitch.
So why do you not like Punk that so much?
Well, I've never really liked him, and then the stunt he just pulled, you know, with AEW, that's just like, yep, he's a bitch.
Yeah, we've seen this before. On more than one occasion.
Yep, his fucking pipe bomb bullshit is back.
Just lacking the pipe bomb this time.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, talking about WWE never gave him any chances and that. They spent thousands of dollars so that he could get a special intro music. You know, the royalties for, you know, called a personality. But they never did anything for him.
The challenger with a confident look on his face, more than ready for this title opportunity.
So, number 2, is another awesome mic worker. Chris Jericho.
Oh, hell yeah. Chris Jericho he is a bad mamma jamma on the microphone.
Yeah. You know, you got your, you know, Raw is Jericho. You know?
Yeah. The list, I mean, everything he did was gold. Everything he does is gold.
Even the apologies back in WCW.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that storyline.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
He would do something and he'd come out and be apologizing for it.
Do you remember who was the name of the wrestler that used to copy Chris Jericho all the time?
Oh, I don't remember.
Having a feud, but
yeah,
dressed like him, wore his hair like him.
That almost sounds like shit. What was his name?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I think he was part of the 3-man band, and
The 3-man band was Drew McIntyre.
Well, no, we're not. He's not trying to figure out who I'm talking about in that because he wasn't part of that. But
no, okay, it wasn't. Heath Slater's the one I was trying to think of.
No,
because didn't he go through a period where he was impersonating wrestlers?
No.
Eugene was
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this was one that would come out dressed up like the wrestler and. He did Hogan. He did.
Damien Sandow.
Oh yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it was. It was Damien Sandow.
Well,
Yeah.
this was another one that I thought that. Maybe it was Shelton. Maybe I'm thinking of Shelton Benjamin's old partner. Toward the end of his top run.
Charlie Haas.
Charlie Haas.
Didn't he go through a period where he was?
Maybe.
Like toward the end of his run with WWE.
I mean, I didn't pay much attention to any of his runs.
Yeah, true. Yeah, he wasn't that impressive.
No. I mean, they tried to make him out to be, but I didn't think he was either.
Yeah.
Recently, he's tried to make a comeback to pro wrestling.
You know, Shelton was definitely the more talented of the two.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shelton Benjamin's amazing.
So, and number one on this list. I don't know. It's just, since this isn't a ranked list, yeah, I still have some mix on it, but Mick Foley. Because Foley definitely had some skill on the mic. You know? He always
he did, yeah.
Interesting promo.
I mean, Mick Foley was great on the mic.
Yeah, but at the same time, there's a couple, I think, you know... Shawn Michaels was awesome on the mic. You know?
Yeah.
There were some others that I don't know.
Without question, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Mick, you know... I always enjoyed Mick, especially, you know, his Mankind and Cactus Jack promos. You know? But yeah, so that was the list. So I do hope everyone enjoyed it.
It was a good list, yeah.
Yes, it was. Wow, I am 9 numbers away.
You're how many?
9.
Oh yeah, you are too. So it looks like Woozy is going to win the Channel Redemption Award tonight. Did anybody come close to the 4, 5, 6?
Not that I know of.
No, I don't think so either.
And Archer, you have a Tree of Knowledge or Rotten Fruit?
Tree of Knowledge or Rotten Fruit. All right, let's see here. All right, so when I was younger, there was this old abandoned house that was actually back in the woods because the forest around it kind of grew in. It had been stripped for like metals and wires and stuff long ago for usage during the war, but we used to go back there and hang out. And there was one day we always kind of hung around the downstairs area. We never really explored all that much of the house. We just kind of utilized it for what it was and just used, because there was a big clear space in there, so that's the only space we really utilized. One day we decided, fuck it, we're gonna go check out the rest of the house, and it's kind of dark up there, and we can't see that well, so we're trying to stay close to each other, and we keep talking to one another, make sure we're still there. All of a sudden, one of us are literally, they're in the middle of a sentence, and then all of a sudden we hear like cracking, and then just his voice disappears. So one of our buddies just happened to have like one of those, remember those little tiny, they were like, you could buy different colored flashlights and you just squeeze them to turn them on. Yeah, one of those. He had one in his pocket, so he pulled it out. He shines it around, and we realized one of our friends had literally fallen through the fucking floor. And at the time it wasn't funny. We didn't know if he was hurt or what. But so just to tell you right away, he wasn't hurt. Well, he was a little bit hurt, but he was. I think his ego was hurt more than anything. But he fucking fell through the floor, and we're all just looking down the hole trying to find him, and we're like, "Are you okay?" And like he's yelling like, "No, I'm not." And so we fucking had to go all the way down, and so he ended up falling into an old bedroom. Now there was nothing in it, but still he went through the fucking floor, and luckily nothing was in there for him to land on. But he was fucking sore. His ribs were sore, and I mean, there's other stories I could tell about that house because there was some weird shit that happened when we were there even. But yeah, that's a story about a time one of our friends fell through the floor of a fucking house.
I'm gonna say true.
Tiliana says, I'm 81 away. So it looks like it's going to be Tiliana getting the channel point redemption.
No.
Oh! Suplex
81.
driver.
Don't you have to be 50 away?
Oh, that's right, 50. Yeah, what am I talking about?
No idea.
I have no idea either. I was distracted by the conversation, okay? How dare both of you?
Now that sounds like fun, Tiliana.
Tonight was rough. We had 4 squads in the parking lot for the last full hour. Why? What happened there? Do tell the story. As long as it's not a story that never ends. And it goes on and on, my friend. You know I don't want any of that bullshit. There will be no lamb chops. Craptasticness here.
We will take a big fat 0 to that.
Big fat 0. Why are you fat shaming numbers, Woozy? How dare you? Now that I think about it.
You do it all the time.
I do not fat shame numbers.
Yes, you do.
Lies. Propaganda. Woozy's a recovering alcoholic. His brain has not recovered. He just lies randomly sometimes.
I've got proof.
You've got proof. You know what you can do with your proof? Drunk driver decided to come shopping. Nice, good for him. How'd that work out for him? I mean... Man, oh man. Damien not wasting any time. He really wants to put Carino Farmer away. How amazing would that be if he actually did put Farmer away?
That would be amazing.
I'm sure most of you are betting on Damien, but I think that Farmer finds a way to retain his title here. He is the fresh man in the ring, too, not to mention, well, he's not so fresh right now. He was fresh. Damien kind of fucked that up on him.
Actually, I was the only one to bet in this match.
You really? How dare all of you? You bunch of cheap bastards! You know what? I should make it so you guys can't watch the rest of this match. How dare you? Make you wait till Wednesday? Wrestle Wars?
I want your fucking money, people.
Woozy does not want your money. No idea at the time, a different drunk guy was camped in the men's room. Nice, camping in the men's room. Make sure he's not smoking in the boys' room. That is not allowed. Well, it isn't. I mean, there's a whole fucking song about that shit. There's no smoking in the boys' room.
The music video for it's awesome.
It is. It actually really is an awesome music video.
Yeah, I love the ending on it where it's that now maybe you'll see things from my perspective, or see, maybe now you'll see things my way or something like that. Yeah. And then they steal the wig or the toupee.
Oh, caught the knees of the Nightmare. Oh, look at this. Another suplex driver coming up. Booyah! But the champion is still in it to win it, though. Didn't bust him open with that one.
Carino Farmer just fucking bleed already.
Why do you want Farmer to bleed so badly? I mean, do you have a problem with Team Cornhusk Show? Is there an issue? Is there a beef between you and Team Corn? What is going on here? Do we need to get a hold of Team Cornhusk Show and do an interview with him and wonder why his team is being called out by One Woozy TV, wishing harm upon their wrestler? How dare you? Ghastly. Did you hear that, Glenola? Wishing harm, right? I mean, we can't control Woozy. We apologize, everybody that's, tuning into this family-friendly show and listening to Woozy talk about bringing harm upon others. I mean, Glenola and I have been trying very hard all night long to keep things kosher and that was such bullshit.
Yeah, that was.
That was such bullshit. I mean, I should ban myself for that. Man, oh man, Farmer's trying to bend him in half. That's the difference between the two in this matchup so far, though. And Farmer seems to want to bend the Nightmare in half and break him in half, where Damien just wants to bust him up. Ooh! Damn, nice brain buster there by Carino Farmer. And a follow-away slam. Well, you can say one thing. This is definitely, by all definition, a back-and-forth matchup. I mean,
Definite.
They are still struggling for control. That's a good way to start right there. Double axe handle to the forehead. Why not? I mean, if you're going to start it off, that's the way to do it. Oh, Farmer did it! Wow, busted him open with some ground and pound, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of the match and still the Archivers World Unified Television Champion. He is the most feared man on the roster from Team Cornhusk Show. He is Carino Sinister Farmer. Wow. What a match. What a tournament. What an evening. And anybody that's not joining us in the invasion currently, get your ass in on this invasion. That is how we're going to finish the evening. Of course, again, our next scheduled show, Wednesday night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When we go back on the road to Fall Brawl, which is just around the corner, the thrill ride between two brands that are going to go head-to-head for gold, bragging rights, and supremacy. It is going to be absolute fire. People are still not getting involved in the invasion. Find out who they are, ban them for life. Thank you. Get on it, ban them all. Ban each and every one of them. They don't want to come and show any love to our fellow streamers. It is ghastly. All right.
I will say, I don't know how to join one. It automatically, joins. Yeah, I don't know how to manually join one.
Fair point. In any case, it is time to go visit Joe Link. Let's go! Invasion time! See everybody Wednesday. Or sooner, you never know. Goodbye. Lovely party gifts next time. You don't have to go home, but please get the hell out right now!
Have a great night, everybody.